It's Anything Goes podcast, man. It's your boy Sean Peebles. I'm here with the AGP fam tonight, man. We have some good discussions to talk about tonight, man. Man, we got the elder OG up here tonight. OG, we got some questions for you when we talk about this age situation. But you know what? It ain't. I used to say I'm slowly but surely getting older, but it ain't slowly no more, my G. Boy, it ain't slowly.
Rolling up. You're rolling
Fam,
up.
I'm
y'all
still
good? How everybody doing? Y'all ready to go?
Yeah.
ready.
Man, let's get
Ready,
this thing
ready,
started,
ready.
and let's get it started. Yep, we're here again on a very special day. I mean, it's Thursday. What's not special about it? It's righteous but ratchet Thursday. Uh
Yeah.
Lola
Yeah.
B, you're back.
Yeah.
What's going on with
We got new blood in the building. Fresh blood in the building.
Lola is
you?
back.
How you
Happy
doing?
Thursday. I came back on the perfect day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Happy to see you back doing well. It's a good thing.
Yes, I'm
Definitely,
back.
definitely, man. How was it? How was the experience for you, man?
The worst part was just being in my room because I'm a social butterfly. I like to be out with my
No,
family.
no back action.
Right. So I was just in my room all those days. I did watch some TV because I usually don't watch TV, but yeah, I
Nice,
watched
nice.
TV.
Did you at least play Brandy sitting in my room?
No,
Yeah,
I
man,
could have
you missed out.
blasted it,
You missed
but I
out on
was
a perfect opportunity.
hiding from my baby so she wouldn't know I was in here, so she wouldn't have a fit. So yeah,
Pour a little sugar plums.
but yeah, it was all right.
Razor, what's going on with you, my boy?
Man, I'm here. So let me get this clear. The weather is coming up on us and it's going to snow.
Oh
Ooh,
man,
And, you
whoop
know,
TV.
I know no one seemed excited, but yeah, and you know what's the worst part about this great weather report? That it's going to be like 15 degrees on Saturday.
Wow,
jeez.
incredible. That's the best news I've ever had.
So we gotta make sure we prepare for that. Stay inside, and stay warm.
Tell you
That's the
something, you
best.
ain't got to tell me twice.
that
Get y'all some soup.
that's my advice. Stay
All right,
inside.
so stay inside.
Hopefully people don't swarm the stores like they did the other day, and you can't go inside and get nothing. But
They will. Don't worry. They
Hopefully, they
definitely,
still have some left over.
yeah,
uh,
they definitely will.
they're still trying to catch up.
Short me easy. What's going on?
Yo,
My breezy.
living and loving life on a Thursday. Man, that weather report suck.
Oh, man.
I'm always supporting it, man, but I'm not feeling it lately. Not at
I feel
all.
you.
Not at all.
Ain't nothing to be proud about with this nonsense, boy.
No,
I
sir. No,
know.
sir.
I'm wondering if I could sue my parents because this is torture. This is child to old abuse. Because
Yeah.
I'm still going through it from being cold. I'm an island boy. I'm not supposed to be going through this type of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Island boy,
Oh man,
Island
island
boy,
world.
fucking
definitely. T, what's going on with you?
What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here, a little injured tonight. I done slammed my finger in the car door.
Oh
I
Oh
man.
think I just wanted to
no.
get out of going to the gym today, but I'm
Oh yeah.
here, happy, ready to give that good relationship advice we give to y'all every Thursday. Thank you for joining. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share.
You know
Let's
how
get
we
it
do.
popping.
Let's get it started. Let's get it started. It's crazy out there, man. Man, T, all you gotta do is stay home, man. You had to slam your finger in the door.
I know, man. I don't know what was wrong with me, man. My mind must have been gone
My
ADD or something.
matrix on me. Hey, man, have you guys been watching the news?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that we have an opportunity to get the first black Supreme Court,
Oh, yeah.
black woman, black
That's-
queen, a real well.
Mhm.
We don't have any black person in the Supreme Court right now. But that clown that's
I already told y'all that. We don't have
That's
any.
that no,
Yeah.
that he's
y'all want to call him black, then that's all on you.
He's what we call excommunicated. We putting
Yeah.
him out. We putting him out.
We about to get somebody black in there, a black woman too. So I'm depending on her to have some compassion, some love. You know how black women do it. How y'all feel about this, man?
That's super dope.
I'm excited, actually. I'm excited about it.
I think it's a great look.
I think it's cool. I mean, it's
I
like
think
we
it's
keep
good.
saying it's like about time. I'm that's kind of stuff that I get tired of hearing. It's about time. Like like it's the first. Like this is 2022. The first. Are you serious?
Yeah.
When so many qualified black female lawyers out there and judges, we're hearing this like it's the first time. Like what's going on? This whole Supreme Court thing is a joke anyway.
Yeah,
that whole thing is a joke. They need to revamp that thing as a joke.
That's
anyway.
all right. Like
It's not
I'm
democratic at
happy.
all.
I'm happy, but I hope it's just not like
A token.
yeah.
Well, they need to have
token, you know what I
term
mean?
limits.
Like, I hope,
need
I
term
hope,
limits,
like,
for
no,
real.
like, because sometimes we as blacks, we will back certain people because of their color, and then they do absolutely nothing for us. They end up doing worse
Well,
for us.
No, she
Well,
turned
that's
out
fine.
her
She
credentials-
seems like
her
she
creds are
seems
good.
like she
her creds
she
are
seems
good.
like she's gonna do some good for us. But politics, and when you get in certain spots, sometimes no matter who you are, you gotta adjust and conform to their way.
all
I'ma
of the
tell you
ladies
something,
up
though.
there seems their credentials and records speak for themselves. In
Yeah,
fact,
no, they
a lot of them are on the second
exemplary.
highest courts in the land, so they
Yeah.
already almost there. So
Yeah.
I don't
Exemplary, a lot of them.
see them changing too much of their behavior. Hopefully, I have faith in.
Hopefully they will get it together. It's
I
definitely
mean,
an
so
accomplishment.
I'm gonna tell you something though. I think the real thing is that they have the 6-3 majority thing going, and these guys make policies
Yo,
that
them big up
favor
yourself.
that favor a certain group and things like that.
This
So
bird,
I'm
big up yourself.
I'm just of the mindset though that they need to this thing need to have some term limits, man. You got 6-3. These people up here for 30 years, 40 years. They can screw up the country a whole lot, not just a little. You know what I mean? Overturn Roe v. Wade. I mean, they could do a whole lot of damage. I mean, they could do a whole lot of damage, in 30, 40 years. We need term limits, man. We need term limits on this stuff so these guys could,
the whole democratic system of having Supreme Court judges is nonsense. How is that
a joke, bro? It's a joke, bro. It's a
because
joke.
the president.
I mean, for life. Think about that.
The president get to pick the ideal person he wants to put in there that thinks like him.
Mm-hmm.
The only president that I saw that actually was going to go against that was the biggest politician president of them all, and I voted for him all 2 times, President Obama, when he was going to put Merrick Garland in there.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, what was you like? I ain't even going. But at times, Razor know I have this conversation with Razor all the time. He know I'm a vast Obama supporter, but some of the stuff Obama do, man, it baffles me. It baffles the life out of me sometimes. I'm like, yo, why are you doing this?
But you know what you have common sense, and you could agree with Obama when he's right, and you could agree with him when he's wrong. With these Republicans, everything they do is right, and they don't believe anything. They don't go against anything, So that's the difference, So we're going to agree when it's right, and when it's wrong, we're going to say it's wrong. We call it out. So.
Definitely we need. I mean, like you said, man, that is not democratic to have these guys there for 30, 40 years. That is not democratic in my opinion. That's in my humble opinion.
It's not.
I just don't make it. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, common sense tells you that
it just doesn't make sense
for you to call this democratic.
When
you get to pick these people once you're the president, and then they get to sit there for 30, 40 years. So they get to push your ideals on generations, my kids' kids, and then their kids' kids. They get to push their ideals on them.
Well, here's the dumb part they tell us though. They're not politicians. It's not political there. Really? Because that's all it is. Because that's all it is there.
Yep.
That's all it is.
That's
The
all
decisions
it
they make, the decisions they make reflect that, right?
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
I'm not sure how they can say, oh, they're apolitical. No, they're all political. They're not they're ALL political.
All.
They're all political.
Yeah, because they're pushing how they feel.
Mm-hmm.
They're pushing the party
So,
that they support.
I got a question for y'all. Who y'all think got the most power in the United States? Supreme Court judge, the Speaker of the House, the leader of the Senate, or the president?
Well, it's definitely not the president.
No, ain't the president. No, he's last.
Unless it's Trump.
He's last. He's
Well,
last. He's last on the list.
Trump got all the power.
He's exempt. But I do think it is a combination of the House and the Senate. I think they have.
I think the Speaker of the House is most powerful. Well, no. Well, now, unless you got a D head in the Senate.
Well, well, you kind of right. You think about it, because if the president and the vice president,
Third in line. I mean, third in line, the Speaker of the House. But yeah, so
no matter what party,
but the D head in the Senate,
yeah,
screw stuff up all the time, like hold Supreme Court judges, push them through in 30 days, or hold them for 6 months and not support
them for a year.
Hold them for a year.
Yeah, and then push them through in about
30 days or 20 something days, huh?
God, come on.
Yeah, the D head in the Senate.
Who you said what you said, Razor? You think is both? You think is
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the House and the Senate, because
kind of popping out though. G, I want you to pick one.
I'm going down the middle, man.
Nah, you gotta give me one.
You gotta make a choice, man. If you had to pick, if you just had to pick, what would you pick?
I had to pick, all right.
I'm picking the House. I'm picking the House.
Picking the House.
Speaker of the House.
I'm picking the Senate.
Picking the Senate.
I'm picking the Senate.
I think you're forgetting also that the House got the purse too. And when you got the purse, you the most powerful.
Who got the dough?
Hey, man, because you know what? I see the House
Get your hands out my pocket.
I see the House pass so much stuff, and it doesn't go anywhere unless the Senate says, hey.
Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it still got to go through them. You know what I mean?
They got to go
It's
back
not
and
like
forth.
it's not like the Senate can jump over the House and say we're gonna pick this that's waiting.
Just remember, I'm just
What
the
the House
bill.
and Senate can do, though, the House and Senate can challenge the president in the Supreme Court to pass a bill if they want to.
Yeah, do that.
And if he go ahead and sign executive orders, they'll take him to the Supreme Court and most likely beat him when he passes, because he's supposed to wait on them.
And they could veto his bills. He can sign them. They can throw him out.
I mean, they did it to President Orange when he was trying to go against the military bill before he got out of office. That was the first time they all worked together. They combined told him that you ain't got no power if we don't want you.
Yeah. But now they all cowards.
They let everything else happen before that, though.
But they know that their career depends on not pissing the military folks off. So you know.
Yeah.
And they knew he was about to be out of there.
70 years ago, when the democratic system in America worked, now it's just a joke.
Yeah, it's hanging on by a thread. All we needed was two more. All we needed was a couple more crooks in a couple states, and we'd have been in dire straits.
Would have been trying to get back to Jamaica first flight out.
They had I heard. I'm watching the thing on the news. They had 7 state stuff, like some fake electors written out and ready to roll. Dude,
he wrote executive orders. He's supposed to be in jail for that. Congress got the executive orders that he wrote to take.
They're in the Library of Congress, right, or somewhere.
Yeah, they got it. He wrote executive orders to take them. Yeah, I'm like, this dude was really
a Republican better not ever tell me nothing again, man. Them guys are some jokes, man. Lousy, lazy jokes.
Look up anywhere else in the world. Anytime anybody else try to run a coup on the country, they end up dead.
Look, bro. Look what they doing to Boris Johnson.
Just to show you when you try this. Rest of your brother.
Boris Johnson had a party in COVID. They want to put him out of office for having a party. They wouldn't even take his apology. They want him out of office.
Yeah,
They're
it's
like, your
crazy.
apology ain't good enough. Get out of the office. We want
Get
you.
out of here.
Danica Collins, big up yourself.
Yo,
We haven't got to the topic yet, but
they
I see
wicked.
you
They
already.
wicked. They
Danica said,
wicked.
yes, it does.
Ready. You're
Yeah,
ready.
you ready for it? We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We just do small, big talk before we get there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
gotta.
man. I feel like I feel like it's a good thing. I wanted Loretta Lynch to be on the Supreme Court.
Really?
I thought when Obama was picking Merrick Garland, I thought he missed I think Obama missed the perfect chance to show those dudes in the Senate because they couldn't beat him. They couldn't beat him with the Supreme Court. He could have
Yeah.
override them and said this is who is going to be in the Supreme Court, and they would have had to take it to court. But he didn't do that. He just sat there and let these dudes take his pick away.
Yeah, he played politics a little too much for me. He tried to be, in the middle a little too much for me. He needed to be a little more stringent with those people. Yeah, for real. You're right, though.
So,
Hell yeah.
it's crazy. But
Yeah, dope.
I'm looking forward to seeing a black woman in the Supreme Court. That's definitely gonna be.
I want to see all the ones that's gonna fight against her. I'm waiting to see them.
Oh, you already know.
For them.
Didn't you see the Fox commentators? Didn't you see the Fox commentators already talk about it?
I try to block them fools out. They're not gonna spoil my shine today. I'm enjoying today. Tomorrow I might check them out. Yeah, I'm enjoying today. Them jokers.
No, man. I think it's a drastic measure. Hey, I got a question for y'all. If you adopted a child and the child didn't know that you adopted the kid, right? Should you, as the person that adopted the child, give the child an opportunity to know that you're not their real parents, or should you keep that a secret from them? Should that child be able to go, when they get older, choose if they want to go look up their family? Not saying leaving you, but just know where they come, where they're really coming from.
I think when they are at an age that they can understand that, then yes, you should let them know. Because I think a lot of times I see where people like they keep it a secret because they're trying to protect the child from something, but then like if they find out on their own, or if it comes out later when they're an adult, then that fosters resentment toward the parent that did take care of them. Because like if I adopt you and I'm taking care of you your whole life, I am your real parent. But I think you should know when you can understand that yes, somebody else did give birth to you. And it's like, I wanted you, I chose you, you know what I'm saying? I wanted you to be my child. They were, for whatever reason they couldn't do it. I could do it, and so I did. But yes, because if something happens, say like they have to go to the hospital or something, and then they need blood or organs or something, and then like, no, y'all don't match, and it come out like that. I think that's a horrible way to find out something like that.
Yeah, you ain't my daddy,
right?
You're exactly.
I mean, I am, but I ain't. Yeah. What's the rest? What the rest of y'all think?
No, I definitely think that you shouldn't hold back from that child. If you should let him know, because I feel like some kids might say they ain't gonna do it because their parents wasn't there for them, and they'll probably forget about it. But I don't think you should hold that information back. They should know the truth and make their own assessment on what they want to do. If they get older and they wanna go look for their parents and find out, hey, my parents is a piece of whatever, but because they're going to want to know, why did my parents take care of me? What happened? So I think you should give them the opportunity. And like Lola said perfectly, if I raise you, you're mine. That's my kid. Like we said on this time, it doesn't have to be blood to be family.
All the time.
Your blood is somebody that you're there with. You're my brother. My mother may not have you, but we're brothers. So yeah, we should definitely give that kid the opportunity to do that. I don't see that. I don't think we should hold that back from a kid. I think they'll more respect you also in the long run, because when when you go and they feel like you hiding something from them, they might have some resentment to you in the long run too that you didn't anticipate, and yeah, you definitely should. Definitely.
Big up, Miss Short Woman. We ain't seen you in a while. What's going on? Everything's good out there? Yeah. What about
Definitely.
you, T?
I think eventually they should know. I'm not so sure as if as a child they should. But I think it's truly a personal choice. And how a person would want to carry that and why, their reasonings behind why. Um, Sometimes it is for the best interest of the child. That's a hard one. Like you think it would just be easy, but then what if that child then doesn't, they feel more lost, you know what I mean? Because they're not ready for that, and they do feel more lost. Maybe as an adult they can handle it, but I would say it's more of a personal choice to me. I can't even imagine being in that situation, let alone to think of when and how you're supposed to tell somebody that.
Yeah, I feel you. Dre, big up yourself. Condolences once again. OG,
Yeah, Dre,
what's your thought?
Dre.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is heavy. It so there's not a one size fits all. I think it depends on the maturity of the child. You have to know that child that you're raising, and their maturity level. Because you may be able to tell one child at 12, and another you may not be able to tell them until till they're much older, just
21.
because of their yeah, it's
Do
because
they
of their
have
mental.
Hey,
kids of
don't
their
let
No,
me
own?
no age,
55.
no age,
Yeah,
no
don't
age.
tell
Just
me
because
till I'm
Yeah.
55.
no, no age. I mean, just their mental capacity. Just their emotional makeup. You raise them, so you know what they can handle mentally and
Yeah.
emotionally.
Mhm.
But you, as a parent, should know though everything about the other people. So in case of hospital visits and medical history and that sort of stuff, you should have that on deck and be able to relay that stuff to the hospital. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think at some point they should know and have that opportunity to meet with and even know that family. I mean, it's not like, I mean, there's no benefit to you not letting them meet them. I mean, there's only benefits to them meeting people that's their family as well. The more family they have, the better. There's no downside to good family, right? The
Facts.
only downside is if you know the other family is would be detrimental to them, then you
Yeah.
then
That's
you
what
don't
I'm
want them to
saying.
be exposed to
Sometimes
that.
that
So you have
is.
to pick. Yeah,
Never
so you have to
enough
pick
love.
at that point. Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
it's
got to pick
never
on
enough
that.
love.
Yeah,
Never
right.
enough
So
love.
Yeah.
yeah, so so from that
Jared, big
standpoint,
up
you just got to
yourself.
decide. Yeah,
Yeah, Jared, big
you
up
got to
yourself.
decide on that one.
I want to say too that we gotta remember that it's not all the time a mother gets to make the decision to keep her child, because I know women, well, young ladies that were pregnant and their mother
Mhm.
forced them to abort the child or
That
forced
is
them to give
horrible,
the
man. That's
child
the
up.
worst thing. That's the
So
worst
you
thing.
know
Yeah,
Hmm.
that child finding the mother later on, I don't see. I would want to know.
yeah,
You
Yeah,
know,
but sometimes
I'm not
the
leaving my parents for
yeah.
I'm not leaving the people that grow me, but I would just want to know where I come from, see if I have more brothers and sisters, see,
Right.
because there's never enough love.
Right.
There's never enough love. I'm
Never
I
sure
too.
mean
love the
That's
people that
true.
that's
raised
and
that's a
sometimes
mistake.
it's
That's a
sometimes
mistake
it
we've
you
made.
know
That's a mistake we've making. There's never,
that
there's
that's
never,
what
definitely never enough love. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's what most people would hope for, but sometimes it's the opposite end of the realm with that, you know what I mean? And the kid really isn't wanted, or it is a detrimental situation, and that's something
right.
you
Exactly.
as a parent are going to have to handle, you know what I
Gotta make a
mean?
decision.
Yeah, so like it's sometimes like sometimes it's bad. It's some bad situations out there that people go through. So that's why I can't really say for certain. I think the child should know, but I think it should be more as an adult, you know what I mean, than as a child.
Yeah, I think the child should have some maturity before you tell the child. I ain't gonna tell my 6-year-old that, listen,
Right.
little mother sucker, I ain't really
Hmm.
your daddy, so stop yelling in my house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but some parents have to face that, like the actual mama or daddy comes back and they challenge it, and then they have to actually break that down to that child, at such a young age too.
But if you do it the
Uh,
right way, I'm not gonna adopt a child that have
Yeah, if you do it the right way, you're not gonna like
yeah to
go take somebody's
tinges of
child that somebody else.
come back and
Yeah,
make my child laugh. Nah,
yeah.
I'm not doing one of those adoptions. I'm doing the adoption that you ain't the pappy no more.
No, like some of those that you were talking about, where the child was young and they were, kind of forced
Oh, that
to
well, the
put
mom
their
made him give
child
him up
up
for
for an
adoption. Yeah,
adoption. They become an adult. You know what I mean? 4 or
yeah.
5 years later, they become an adult, and they can technically,
Yeah,
sometimes
and
challenge it,
those people don't.
depending on how far along you are in the adoption
And,
process,
and
because
I'm a,
that's a no whole nother.
Oh, yeah, because
Well,
that does.
also
There's
the law
fostering, there's adoption. There's
in most
so
states, the
many.
law pertaining to you, to your kids, as yours. So, Virginia is a state like that. If y'all didn't know, my kid get your daughter pregnant, you can put me on child support because I'm responsible for my child. So, in a lot of states, it's like that too. So, that's why the parents have the authority to say, my child's gonna give up this kid, depending on what age it is. I think it's when you're 16, the child can make the decision if you want to. But at 16, parents still force their kids to do whatever they
They
want.
still
They're
make
still
them do it.
telling kids to do whatever they want to do. And I don't see I mean, you ain't supposed to be pregnant at 16, but I can't see you making a valued decision like that at 16. That's kind of
Right. Mentally, you ain't even
I
yeah, that's
mean, the
ready.
whole point is they
Yeah,
shouldn't be in that position in the first
the
place.
parents,
But
the
in a
parents.
perfect world, maybe. But I
so
mean, it happens.
let's switch the story a little bit. What if it's one of us and it's a sibling? Your parents have more kids somewhere else and you didn't know them. Would you want to know them after you get up in age? Not when you're young, you didn't find out until you're adults.
I mean, I
You
have
want to
that now.
your relationship with them?
I have
Yeah,
that now.
I would
I have
want.
that now.
I
I
would
would,
want.
I would, I
I
would,
knew
I would,
one
I
of
would
them.
want
One of
to
them I didn't. So a couple. I mean, I found like five. Let me see. Jesus, like 4, 5. I mean,
I would want to know because like you say, it's never too much love
not
anymore.
too much love.
So,
No, yeah, and they all love me,
building
so
a
I love them.
relationship
So it's
with
all
an
good.
adult,
Yeah.
Could still
Yeah.
be beneficial.
And they're good people. And I'm saying, I mean, I got good people in my life, like more good people in my life. So like
Yeah.
that's a beautiful thing.
Relationships are always good to open.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think, I think it all, like I said, it's never enough love. And if the other party is there to give that kid as much love as you as a parent, and I know we all, know you guys are all good parent up here, to give them the same love as you would give them, I wouldn't see a problem with you guys sharing the love. It's still your kid. It just so happened that
Mm-hmm.
you didn't you didn't give birth to them, or you're not the biological whatever.
Right.
Because
Yeah,
I don't.
that shouldn't change
Yeah,
anything.
that's
Yeah,
less and less.
that's,
I think more today we recognize that as being, because some people just think blood is it. No.
yeah. But
It's family. Family is where you find it. Family is who love you, who takes care of you, who looks out for you. That's family.
Yeah,
Blood doesn't make you family.
yeah.
Blood got you here, but blood doesn't make you family.
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Because like we said, that blood could treat you worse than anything, and
Yeah.
your friend treats you way better. So who are you going to value more?
Exactly.
I'm going to value the one that showed me love and that's around me. I'm not, that
I,
family stuff. If you're not around me and you don't show me any love, then we're nothing. And I'm
even
always going to treat my friend better
if they're
if
true, yeah. And even with that too, sometimes you kind of like, it's not saying that they don't love you, but we don't deal like that. We don't have that relationship, but me and my friends do. And
Mhm.
we choose to move as a cohesive unit, as a family. When we just do the pleasantries and we don't have any problems. When we see each other, we're happy to see each other. But that's when we see each other. We don't make an effort to see each other. So that's still kind of like, you know, uh, my cousin said this to me the other day, and I ain't gonna say your name because you be watching, Damien.
Oh snap! Oh
Yeah,
boy!
my cousin
Ooh,
said
you ain't nothing
that,
nice. Ooh,
I mean, he
wow!
said that to the rest of them too, so it doesn't matter because they already know. He basically tell them I'm only related to a couple of y'all. So even though we come from the same bloodline, I'm only related to a couple of y'all, and I choose who I'm going to be related to. And he tells them that all the time, even in the family text that they put him in. He says all the time, "I'm not related to some of y'all." When they want to do stuff, he like, "I'm not coming because I'm not related."
I can't laugh at that.
Yeah.
I can't laugh.
You know, but I feel him. You know, sometimes you just don't have that. You don't have that relationship with people, and you rather spend the time with people that you consider your family, people that gonna be there for you. Like I have friends that on the drop of a dime I can call them and they're gonna be there for me. I got some family members that I ain't talked to these fools in years.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Out the blue, call them like, hey, I need some assistance. I need your help.
And like you said, yeah, most of the time they calling you, they want
They
something.
want
Like,
something.
you ain't
Yeah.
calling me. You
Something.
I
didn't
mean,
call me like 10
but
years. So
it
you
may not,
calling me telling me
may
you
not
need
even be
something.
finance.
No.
It may be
Yeah,
emotional support.
advice.
Maybe
Yeah,
emotional support.
advice and some
But
support. Yeah, but
Right.
but,
But it's still needing something.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
just
and they make
but
it so obvious.
but how are they going to
You
support
know,
you emotionally if you don't know them? You know, it's kind of hard to support somebody emotionally if you don't know them, right? It's
yeah,
not easy to do anyway. You can listen to them, but you don't know them enough to offer advice,
right.
right? So it's kind of hard. You have to know somebody to
You
offer.
could give
I mean, you can
soft
offer advice
advice.
blindly.
You can offer. I offer advice to
It
strangers all
has
the
to be
time.
soft. It has to be soft.
Most of the time, I hate to say it, but most of the time, strangers are the ones who will take your advice more because people who know you have a little perception of you, and they be like, "Oh man, you ain't doing that."
yeah.
They'll discredit you. They will. Like people you know will discredit you quicker than
Well,
someone who
Oh,
don't
listen,
know you.
well,
They be
that's
like,
true.
"Oh, you got advice for me now," but when you was back doing,
Mhm.
they'll cut
not
you.
even
They'll
only
cut
that
you at your
too.
kneecap.
Depends on
They
the
don't
Yeah,
personality of the
they don't
person that
want
you're
to
giving the
say
advice
that
to.
you were the one that told them, "Hey,
Right.
yeah,
exactly.
I mean, so there's a certain vulnerability that comes with taking advice, right? You know, depending on what it is.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
You know,
true.
you have to be willing to just be open and take the advice, and that's not easy to do. You know, when you get to a certain stage in life and you're comfortable with yourself, you'll be able to take that. But everybody is not, and some people never get there.
Even with
Right?
giving
I think
advice, you have to
Yeah.
have a certain kind of because I'm timid to give my friends advice sometimes. Not because I feel like they're gonna take it a certain way. It's because I ain't perfect, and it's like the kettle calling the pot black. So it's kind of like, man, if you don't get out of here with
Yeah,
your,
but see, but we also have to still realize that like you may have made more progress right now at your stage than they have, and they should be able to look at that and recognize that and take the advice. You may have been all hellion.
it's
You
not
may have
even
been a
that.
hellion back in the day.
I think the reason why a lot of people can't take advice is because with taking advice, you have to own a certain level of accountability, and people don't really want to. They don't want to own that. You know what I mean? If you're not gonna hold yourself accountable, and someone's telling you, "Look, this is the reason why he keep doing this to you," is because you're doing this, and they don't want to take that. They're gonna shut you
Excuses is the
down.
worst thing, man. That's the worst thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Worst thing is
no,
when
it's
somebody's
that
trying to tell you something.
accountability.
Yeah.
When someone, you got to realize the difference of someone, like people come to you for different reasons. Sometimes people are just coming to straight up vent. They don't want your advice. They just want to get it off their chest, say what they got to say. So when you try to give them advice, they're going to hit you back with that,
Yeah.
like,
And I don't think you should be a cheerleader for them when they're doing wrong or when they need to be told something positive that's going to help them
nah.
out. Some
get
people
bashed
do
And
that. They're like, hey,
I
do
get
that.
bashed
Yeah.
by one of my homeboys when I don't do that to some of my other friends because he
No,
he
you
don't
can't
care.
cheer you for bad behavior and bad stuff.
Even
You got to
if
help
he,
them out. Tell them the truth.
you know what's funny? Because I tell him this all the time, and it's not my friends, it's me. I just feel hypocritical to be saying, "Hey, man, don't water the plants when I'm watering the plant." It just feels weird for me to be telling people that, but sometimes you gotta just do it.
Sometimes
Because
you got, because they
Now,
wilding out with theirs.
now,
you have
But
to
you
look
can
at
sit
it.
there, Sean.
if they're drowning the plant
I
now
mean,
and you're only watering the
That's what I'm
plant a
gonna
little
say.
bit, then
You could just be
might
watering it. They may be
so
drowning it.
Yeah,
there's levels to it. You have to know the situation, right?
yeah,
And gauge the situation.
Yeah, you definitely have to know the situation because just because you might be on the same doing the same thing doesn't mean that I can't come to you and say something. I should still be able to come to you and
nice.
say, hey, this is what's going on, even
Yeah,
if we're doing the same thing. And so
yeah, we should.
yeah, you should, So I
It's
mean,
just weird for me though, man. It's just I feel a little hypocritical when I'm trying to tell my friends not to do something when I'm doing the same thing. So that's kind of why I kind of Be like,
you want them to be better than you. You want them to be better
I
than
want
you.
myself to be better, so I can tell these men stop doing it. You know?
I mean, so you could both be better together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can let them know, hey, look, man. You know, I've been there. You know, I'm trying to do better, but you know, I see what you're doing, and you know,
I want to hit him with that whole line.
You know what?
Did
It's
that, so you don't have to go
see
through
it to
that.
somebody else. It's easier to see like, you know, if they do it, then you can see like, dang, I'm doing that too.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, we need to get our shit together.
Yeah.
It's rough. It's rough for me though, man. But onto the topic of does age matter when it comes to a relationship? And we ain't talking about no R. Kelly stuff, so
Let's keep it correct.
So we ain't even gonna address that part. We're not talking about Robert R. Kelly type of activities. We're just talking about adults. But sometimes you a little like 25, 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like check out the thumbnail. We see Pops and the sugar dumpling, plum.
And they look good together too.
You know what I'm saying? Look happy. Look at him smile.
You know what I mean?
You sure that ain't his granddaughter?
You never know. He might be from West Virginia.
See that,
Never
man?
know. Yeah,
Can't
but
have a good conversation with y'all. I got to make it all pervy and stuff.
Yeah, But when you think about age in a relationship, man, for me, I think it affects the relationship on many levels. For one, before I pass it on to y'all, I think it affects the relationship on maturity. I think that if you're gonna deal with somebody older than you, they're gonna be. It's usually, we know that everything don't work the same way, but usually they are better with maturity than the younger person. But that's the rule. But you do know that we all know that there is exceptions to the rule. But I think maturity is one of the biggest things in relationships. I think if you don't have maturity, the relationship will never grow. It'll stay stagnant, and it'll probably derail over a period of time if only one is growing, or one is growing real slow and the other one is growing aggressively. What y'all think?
Yeah, well, I think, you have to have the maturity because, as an older person, if you're going to deal with somebody much younger than you, there's going to be growing pains that you're going to have to go through to get that person to come up to a certain standards with you. So just for example,
hold on real quick. What you gonna say? It's gonna be harder to train a younger person? No,
I would think it'd be easier to train. I thought it was easier to train the younger ones.
You're on to something. They have to be trained. They have to, since Poppy and Mama didn't do the training, you might have to, as an older man, come and do some training. You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. But I was saying, if you're dealing with, a female, so that's normally how it goes. Females probably are the one that's dealing with an older man. So, but let's say you're dealing with a man, Poppy looks like Poppy looks like what, he's in his 50s, 60s.
Poppy look like he was in his 80s.
Well, yeah, 80.
Still slinging that rock.
Black don't crack, so he a lot older than he looks.
You know what I'm saying? He's with it. I ain't gonna say it because I know y'all ain't. I was about to say something, but I know I gotta know my audience that I'm dealing with on this thing. So
yes, your fellow panelists are dangerous.
We're learning.
Your fellow panelists are dangerous.
Don't give them ammunition.
Good job.
They will lob a grenade at you quickly. They will throw a grenade or a smoke bomb at you quickly.
Listen, man, I'm telling you.
That was Raven.
It only took a year.
Well, it took a year for him to figure us out.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, crazy. You know.
What I do for punishment? I want them to throw a bomb at me. That's my fantasy to come up here and get throw bombs thrown at me.
And YouTube, we're talking about love bombs.
Yes.
Yes, love smoke bombs, love
You
bombs.
know, like
Yes,
the
love
love,
bombs.
you know, for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Wow. You
Go
can't
ahead,
even
Razor.
talk
My
anymore in
bad. My
public.
bad for interrupting you. I just had to get that one off.
So definitely. So I'm saying, you know, you're dealing with an older guy. Let's say this female, let's say she's in her 30s, you know, she might want to go out to the club, go do stuff with you as an elderly man. You might not want to see that, but you know, I think it's going to be some conflict of interest, and like you said, depending on the maturity of the person, because on one end you had somebody that has already lived their life, and the other end you have somebody that want to live their life still because they might not reach that level. So it might be a conflict in that regards. You know, he might want to stay home all the time, and she might want to do something. You know, Poppy might can't hang with her. You know what I'm saying? Poppy
I got to go to bed at 9. You never know.
So
He might send her out.
Hey, go
with that.
get this.
Like, go on out, baby. Go on out with your friends, baby. Take some extra spending cash.
She might be driving Poppy wild over there. Poppy
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know, Poppy, right?
Let me put him to bed real quick, ladies. I'll see y'all in a little bit.
Hey, he
ain't gonna know. He gonna sleep all night long. He gotta put that CPAP on.
He might not make it, babies. He might not make it.
Oh Lord.
It's the woman's just saying this, so you know. No, but definitely. So you know, it definitely might be some conflict of interest. I think two person have to be it has to be the maturity, but more than likely is always a conflict in there. But not to say that somebody can't get with it, but when there's that big age gap, more than likely, you know, it might cause some conflict. But you know, unless Poppy might want some more kids, when you know, he might be old and say, because we know guys that's in their 60s and 70s having kids now. So Poppy might want to be multiply.
I'm older than some of my aunts and uncles.
Right.
So yeah, but yeah, I think it will cause issue more often than not. So yeah.
Yeah. So go ahead, T.
I was gonna say, I think the kid part is what really causes the biggest friction with, you know, not just the maturity, but like what they have accomplished. You know what I mean? Like if you're at an age where you're dealing with someone who's young who hasn't had any children, you know what I mean? That right there should be a big no-no, because eventually that person is more than likely going to want to have children. You know what I mean? And then you know, especially for women, you know what I mean? Men, yeah, sometimes y'all still be squirting out some liquid gold, but you know, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you can't even get it where it need to be to squirt it out, you know. So
well, fortunately, yeah, we don't get it squirted out.
But you know, like, because you have people who are older who are very immature, and you have people who are younger who are very mature. So I feel like the maturity, yeah, that does fit in, but that kind of, you know, typically if you got someone who's going after young women, they probably gonna be in the club. They probably met them at the club. They're gonna be right along with them. They know, you know, that like that's the exciting part for them. But I think the true breakdown in these relationships that have these age gaps happens when it comes to something like children. You know what I mean, or a serious issue that they can't fix.
I'm picking up on a little something here. Razor and OG, help me out. It sounds like T trying to say rock pops to sleep and then go to the club and party.
Yeah, that's what that.
Of course. It ain't hold on, did I stutter? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know I stuttered. That's exactly what you do. You're gonna be like, hey girl, they're gonna be like, girl, let's go out. You're like, girl, let me feed him real quick, give him a little loving and tuck him in.
man.
He gonna be done for the night. He ain't gonna know I'm gone. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna know. He gonna be knocked out.
Is he giving you the
And
credit
they gonna
card
roll
too?
out in his bins. and they gonna roll out in the bins with his credit card. Like, girl, VIP on me tonight. We popping bottles.
Hey, you know where I actually got this subject from? I was watching a show on Netflix. It's an African show actually, but it's in like 99% English. And I be looking for stuff to watch. I watch so much shows. Sometimes I run out of shows, so I just be trying stuff. And sometimes they be good, and then sometimes I doze off for an hour and a half and wake up and be like, "Whoa, that was boring." But this was actually okay, and it's just when you're dealing with somebody, I think the older you get, the more you start realizing that companionship and love is something that everybody needs. You might feel like you don't need it on your course shooting to your goal, but once you start getting close to that goal, you start realizing it's pretty boring if you don't have the companionship that you need.
Mm-hmm.
I would say around in your 40s, going into your 50s.
For men.
Yep.
What, what age is it for women though, Lola? What age is it for women?
30s.
30s.
Yeah.
I think that age does matter. But I think it depends on, where you are in age. So like a 20-year-old and a 60-year-old, it would have to be some kind of serious exception for that to work out, because they're still a kid, and this lady or this man is, older. They've already established, they've already lived, they've already experienced. So it would take like a special kind of person for it to work with that kind of age gap. But the age gap from like 30s to 60s is kind of different, because a lot of people in their 30s, yes, they've also experienced things. They may have accomplished some goals.
I saw that too, OG.
Me and a silver fox, we could probably work something out,
Hey, so Dre want to know. Dre want to know, why is the man automatically the old man? Because cougars out there.
I said that for women, because with children, you know what I mean?
If it's a woman that's like 60 something and she got a 20-year-old boyfriend, most likely she's treating him like her son.
What's that? So what's that, Tammy?
Before you go to bed, but blow my back out too after you pee.
Remember, we just was talking about Tammy. She was an older woman with a younger man, and he want kids, and she don't want no kids.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
A break to go get a kid if he want a kid.
Like older men kind of get away with it, because, like Short Man said, some of them still squirt out a little something. They still got a little jungle juice in them. It does happen for older men. For older women, you know what I mean. It's not like that for us, you know what I mean, because it ain't a squirt out. It's a whole, a whole kit and canabble going on with that. So for women, it's definitely, it becomes an issue, you know what I mean? Like, even if you're the same age, you mess around with someone and you got kids and they ain't got kids, that you better be ready to pop something out one of these days. You know what I mean? Don't even set yourself up for that. That's an accomplishment, you know what I mean? Not everyone, but the majority of people do eventually want at some point in their lifetime, you know what I mean? So while it may work for 10 years, 10, 15 years, you know what I mean? And y'all doing good, and then all of a sudden they get that I want a kid, you know what I mean? It really ain't happening. So that's going to end the relationship, you know what I mean? Because they're going to want that. Like, but that makes a big difference, you know?
Yeah. Shaba, big up yourself. Shaba said the only age that mattered to him is 21. I mean, I don't really think, like for me, like I said, I don't really think it's the age, it's the maturity. I think a lot of people have the false sense of, maturity doesn't really comes with a lot of times maturity does come with age, but certain situation can cause a person to be more mature. That
Right.
certain
It comes with
situations that they go
the
through, their
experiences.
experience can cause them to be more mature
Mhm.
than they would be at that destination. Because and then you have some experience that they can cause them to be mature, but evasively mature, so it doesn't work for what they put in
Right.
themselves in. Cause now they on the one day, this is not what you know. So I
Yeah.
think it plays a part. Uh, Shaba said, "What about a nature 18-year-old?"
I think he
Uh,
meant mature.
Oh,
um,
no.
I think the law is the law. You know.
I mean, I think that
I mean, I think that is possible. You know what I mean? You got some
in
people
most
who
cases
leave
when
the
it's an
home well
older
before.
and a high teen,
Yeah.
it's more just of a physical thing. It don't end up being like a real relationship. It's just a physical, you know. And in some cases, but the rule is usually physical if it's a high teen and an older person. But the exception, there are some people who at 18, I'm a married granddaddy and this what we
Yeah,
gonna do.
shit, yeah, shit,
Mhm.
you have some mature people that like
Yeah,
you
because
said,
you have some 18-year-olds that get married.
they're able to deal with it. But for me, sometimes I just wonder down the line if stuff will change because you might have a different view because you might not you might say at 18 or 21 or whatever you don't want kids now and pops is saying, listen, I don't want kids. At some point, that view might change as
Mm-hmm.
you get older. So it might be good now, but in the back of your mind, you still have to say, I wonder if the views is going to change as you get older, even with the maturity and even with everything that comes along
Yeah.
with it. But
Or
it
you
just
might feel
sometimes, yeah, go ahead.
okay, so say you marry grandma at 18 and she's 52. Okay, so y'all working out. Maybe y'all work out for 15 years, but then when you in your early 30s, you like, well, dang, did I miss out on this? Or did I miss out trying that because I was, in this relationship being this
Mhm.
husband, all these years. So then at that point, it ends and then you're starting over from the beginning.
Yeah,
Well,
they
well,
want to go
if grandma
extreme.
eat a lot of soul food, she ain't making it that 15.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
I'm just playing. I'm here for you. Done it. Pick up yourself. Done it. Said
Done
the
I
it,
think
done
I
ages
it,
think
done it.
that
number.
I think that the fact that they haven't actually, like we all know because we've got decades behind all of us. Life is something that you just you're into at one point, and the next you're totally into something different. You know what I mean? Like 10 years ago, you're probably not into all the same stuff you was into 10 years ago. So
Right.
that person's gonna probably change on you. Whereas a person, we're older, we're settled, we know what we want, we know what we like. We're not gonna change that much. You know what I mean? Especially when you that season. So you just have to know that at any given point, this young person might wake up and be like, I don't want to be with my mama no more.
Mhm.
Hey, we got a mad disrespectful panel, dog. Telling you. Hey, OG, hit him with that ageism talk, man. Ageism is disrespectful.
Yeah, they got to chill out.
Yeah, here
You
now
know.
from you,
Ah,
here, OG. What you got? What you got? What you got? Some wisdom.
Listen.
Drop
Oh
that
man.
knowledge, OG. Drop
Knowledge
I
that
is
mean,
knowledge,
power.
man.
Jesus.
I
Listen,
mean,
man.
so
Drop that power,
listen.
man. We
I
about to
think a
teach
lot of
some
times.
people.
I
Hey,
think a
hit
lot of
like.
times.
Hold up, real quick, OG. Hit like, share across social media so we can keep this conversation going. Hit like, please. Hit like. Tell your friends. Send out. Panel. Share out. If you ain't
Send
share
them
out yet.
Share the
them
views.
little
And
toxins
don't
so they can
forget
hear what I said.
if you're not subscribed, subscribe.
Go ahead, do that. My bad, OG. Get
No,
back
we're
to
good.
it.
We're good. We're good. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times I think for the older man, younger woman, that situation work out a little better most times, just because if someone wants a kid later, then the older man generally could kind of throw something in there. The
Ooh.
opposite is not true
Oh,
for older. The
Throw
opposite is not true
something
for older
yeah.
women.
Throw it
at
in
the
Especially
there.
children.
because
How you throwing it? You throwing it like this, or you throwing it?
Beating that bag out, Hey, I mean, listen. So I think a lot of time though, when older men get together with young women, it's a vibe thing, though, right? It's generally a vibe thing. They feel each other, and that younger chick, she normally a little more straight in her head, because normally you're not going out to go look for no younger woman as an older man. You feel like, I'm gonna go find a younger woman. You're not generally like that. I don't
know if that's true.
I'm talking about real older men, not them,
Hey, real old men.
Women, you know what I'm talking about. So like in the 30s, like say a lady in her 30s and a guy maybe in his 50s. Generally speaking, when they get together, it's about a vibe. They feel each other. They're not maybe not on the exact same wavelength, but they feel each other. So it's a little, they may work together a little more. Yeah, they may work together a little.
It could be security. Maybe she's just looking for security.
That too.
I mean, I'm saying that's not bad though, because generally that's what they want. They want somebody a little more stable, a little more sense most of the time, because they're gonna gauge that guy, see if he got sense before they kind of commit to him. And so and that's nothing wrong with that. I mean, each to his own. A lot of people. I mean, your grandmother was probably 25, and granddaddy was 65 or 55. I mean, it's the truth. So I mean, that's basically beginning the time anyway. So I don't think.
Hey, to be honest, she probably was younger than that.
Exactly. So it's not wrong or right. It's whatever works for you, and so that's okay. Some of us don't get it like that. We just work.
Seeing in Indiana, we ain't seeing you in a while. Big up yourself. Yeah, I agree with everything y'all saying, man. But quick question: would you let your daughters talk to an older man?
Not that dude, man.
No.
Yeah.
No, and absolutely.
Hold on, short man. How did everything just go out the window?
Because it's different when it belongs to you.
When it's your baby girl, you're an old man blowing your baby girl back out. Hell no.
We got some liquid gold for her.
Hey, y'all hear my voice?
She just want to be secure, short man.
Hey, y'all hear my
short
voice?
Man, she just want to be secure. She just want to be secure.
I got her. She good. She don't need. Hey, if she need money and security, I got her. She don't need nothing. That's it. I got her.
Hey,
no, I'm just joking. I mean, honestly,
you can't give her what Graham Anthony can give her though.
Right.
Honestly,
look at what Miss Short Woman's question is.
She got to chill out.
Let me bring this all out. What about two older people who already raised kids and one pop up and wants another baby?
They tripping. That's what's happening.
I think you should bless. Hey, you should bless the one that wants.
You should bless with some of that. That liquid you were just talking about.
All in favor, raise your hand.
Hey, the panel up here, y'all tripping. The panel, y'all panelists. My fellow panelists.
I think she should
vote yes.
I think she should get what she wants. Absolutely.
Y'all keep voting. The other guy say no. Y'all keep voting. The other party saying no.
Preach.
The other party saying no way.
Hey, I think you're being selfish. Hey,
cut it out.
No way. Compromise.
So selfish.
Hey, the compromise,
yes,
we partying, baby. We the compromise, we can party now. We can party all we want. That's the compromise.
Yo!
Woo!
Okay. So what I'm
boy.
Derek said we're all being biased. How are we being biased?
am. I'm gonna let you know. Yes, I am, sir. Absolutely.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
100%.
Hey, listen, man.
We've been biased.
Remember when we talked about being in high school and the older guys was coming to pick up the high school girls, and I let y'all know that I was that girl?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Won't be my baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Hey, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until it's your baby. All fun and games.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man.
I'm gonna keep it 100% real. I'm human, okay?
I'm biased.
So I know what I'm doing.
Hey,
I'm gonna tell y'all what I know. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So I ain't even gonna stress myself out about stuff. I can't do nothing. I can't stop.
You
know what I've learned in life?
My
uncle told me this. My uncle got a few daughters. So he's like, what the hell you think happened to my daughters? They all got kids. So you got to block it. Hey, I don't know nothing. I don't even know.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, I'm saying that, but at the end of the day, they have to make the decisions for themselves. There's nothing I can do about it. I could be in my feelings. I could, go in the corner, curl up and ball or whatever. But what you gonna do after that?
Nothing you can
do.
Look, go ahead and read that up for us.
What about y'all sons? Would y'all let your sons date an older woman? No, and I ain't even got no sons.
Yeah. And I'm like,
you can't stop it either way. I would, but
I can't stop it. But
I warn my son is these older women. They think you rabbits.
Yeah.
Not rabbits. They think they could train you.
They think that you talk about, hey, OG, you talk about blowing backs out, they gonna blow your back out.
Exactly. That's what older women think. They like, oh, I'm gonna get me this little young boy. I'm gonna put it on him, and I'm gonna have him because he don't know.
Don't let it be one that's in shape too, man.
These young girls don't know what they doing. So this old lady gonna show them what's going on. And we're gonna train them.
She forgetting that these little ninjas be on pills and drinking lean, so they ain't like the old little ninjas no more. So they break down easy.
Got no energy. They over here looking like they had a stroke.
Yes.
Yo, for real. If you got a kid and your kid brings home let's say daughters, everybody gets sensitive when we talk about daughters. It's like nobody don't really care about sons. And three guys up here, we kind of know that. Your son will go out there and he'll do some bonus stuff and you be like, I know this fool was gonna mess up. Your daughter go out there and do it. Not my angel.
Especially the
daddy's on his way. Daddy's on his way.
Not my princess. Oh no.
Now my little sugar dumpling plums. And you out there, but she bring an old dude home. What you gonna do? Especially if she bring an old dude home like Cletus here. Cletus looking like.
Hey, I'm gonna tell her myself. Here's what I would do.
Especially if she's grown. If she's grown, really, you can't.
Hypothetically speaking, she bring him home.
He already settled. She just gonna pack her stuff and go live with him.
Hey, but guess what though? She bring him home. I'm gonna wait till she go talk to her mom and her brothers, and I'm gonna find him in the corner and drape him up and go talk to him. I'm saying I need to talk to you on me. I need to talk to you.
Short man. What if he's 6'7"?
Hey, listen, that don't mean nothing.
Drape his kneecap up. Roll him up in his kneecap.
So here you go, T. If he's 6'7", I'm gonna take my bat and break him down to 5'3".
I know that's right.
I'm gonna start with his knees. Break him down.
Damn, Papa, what you doing over here?
Grab his pants in the kneecap.
What if he's older than you? How would you feel if he's older than you?
I'm gonna take the bat and go for a jump first. When you go down, I'm gonna.
No, real talk. How would you feel if he was older than you? And that ain't nothing. How would you feel if your child bought? Let's say that. How would you feel if your child bought home someone older than you?
We gotta have a conversation.
I'm gonna need to
We're
know.
We're not going out like that.
Granddaddy.
We gotta talk. We're not going like that. We gotta talk about it.
Granddaddy, what is you doing over here?
Hold on. Everybody on this panel just said age ain't nothing but a number, but when it come to my child,
no, baby, that's different. That's a whole different ball game.
It's good for everybody else who want it, but it's not.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna be hypocritical like y'all.
I am.
I don't like it. But what I'm gonna do? I'm not about to be stressing myself, giving myself heart palpitation because my little fast daughter won't be out there smashing old man. I ain't about to be man. I'm about to go look for me a young girl too.
So y'all can go on a double date.
Yeah, I ain't about to be here worried about my daughter while she and Uncle Fredro out there. Uncle Fredro ripping her guts out and taking her shopping. She's like, my daddy, what you want?
I mean, so if it's like a 5-year gap, that's okay. That's cool.
Hey,
but 20, like 20, man. Oh man, like 20 years, like man.
You can't be my granddaddy and trying to date my daughter. Like,
why not?
we gonna have to have a physical altercation.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
That's how I'm going out. That's how I'm going out.
Cletus willing to go to war for his love of his
Listen,
life.
he said y'all can fight all he want. He got his own crib, and he gonna take care of.
Yeah. I'm gonna do him so bad he ain't gonna be good afterwards. He gonna be dead up in the hospital for a long time.
How
about that?
All right, hold on. Razor, get ready to leave. Pick up yourself, Razor. While Razor is getting up out of here, we're gonna go ahead and bring Cherie in.
Hey, Mama, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, you made it.
Yeah, man. It's before you leave, Razor. What you gonna do? Are you gonna train your daughter before?
No, not to go get some worms.
Train her not to.
I got a 10 by 10. I got a 10 by 10 shed in the back. Hey man, I could put a bed and lock in the key and you can't.
Criminal minds, huh? Come on.
Hey,
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, we figured out who the unsub is.
He the unsub is. He the unsub.
He the unsub.
Oh, man.
A daddy who had older man feelings. Older man issues.
Oh man,
ain't nothing you can do about it, man. I ain't about to be.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You know, especially if they grown. If they grown,
I
like
learned that from my uncle. My uncle said, if you don't want your feelings hurt, stay out of them kids' busined.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. My uncle don't pay them no attention. He don't even take.
I would rather not bring him home.
I'd rather just not know.
I don't want to know.
Yo, you bring him home and I make up a story. That's your uncle on your mama's side.
I don't want to know.
That's your uncle and your mama's side. When you come in,
that's Uncle Rufus. That's Uncle Rufus.
Hey, OG, you gonna be like, who that with your daughter? Oh, that's her mama, uncle.
Tell everybody.
That's Cousin Rufus. That's Cousin Rufus.
I'm at the perfect age where I could date the daddy or the son.
I ain't stressing myself out about
it.
Don't worry me about your daddy. And
you'll have a heart attack. You have a heart attack worried about that.
Hold on, you got some reading to do. Let's go.
Okay.
Hold up. Go there. You already did that one. Just
better give up that island juice. Oh, that was the short man.
Yeah.
Hey, island juice. Island
juice.
We didn't get a vote for Cherie, even though we already beat the OG. But OG, Mr. Shortwoman said that, you know, if two older couples and one wanted a baby and the other one wanted the baby, what should they do? And we all voted that the man should give the older woman a baby.
Yes.
So, you know,
if they already have four wonderful grown kids.
What about 5 wonderful kids?
We were put on this earth for one purpose, and that was to multiply.
I already multiplied enough.
Be fruitful.
Be fruitful.
I did my duty.
Do that jungle juice.
They're great.
Jungle juice. Listen. Them great men had like 13 kids, man.
Take it to the grave with me.
Hey, go read that, Lolina.
Nobody cares about sons.
That's a fact, man. They
sure don't.
I care about my son. So y'all better not bring y'all y'all old selves around my
sons be out.
I'm gonna break you down. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna turn into a therapist.
Sons be home in the rain, walking home from school. Nobody don't come and pick him up. But it looked cloudy outside. Daddy be down the street. I gotta get my sugar dumpling before the storm comes.
And normally be the teachers at school that get your sons.
I'm interrogate. I'm like, so what you doing? Where you been? Who's your family? Who this, who that? What you want with my son? And then I'm gonna investigate.
I watch my
homeboy.
My homeboy daughter run him, man. He take her everywhere, buy her everything, and all his son do is complain about them. His son says she ain't his sister and that ain't his daddy.
Hey.
Read this, Lola.
Age doesn't matter in a relationship, it's the intent. If you're being a predator, that's different.
We don't support that up here.
21 and older, I'll be a stepmama or a daughter-in-law.
Man.
That's where I'm at in life.
That's it.
Nothing nice here.
I've been there, ended up in the ER. Popping them pills and trying to bust it. I know that's right.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
The way these modern toes roll, they'll try to push up, talk about he more my speed.
Oh God.
True.
Ooh.
The D, the mouth, or the money. What about morals? Are there any? Not yet.
Apparently not.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
Not the way everybody's talking right now.
yeah, it's crazy.
The moral of the story is
Look,
You can get it one way or the other.
did you
Grandpa
make sure
gonna
your
get your daughter.
beneficiary?
That's the moral of the story.
that granddaddy gonna slide in.
Put him on that policy.
Hey, you ever saw Country Wayne doing that skit with them as the old man?
Oh yes,
The
yes,
daddy of your daughter. That's what's gonna happen to your daughter out there. You keep worrying about her.
yes.
I ain't thinking nothing. Hey, she come home, I ain't asking her nothing. Who your boyfriend? I don't want to know.
I don't know. Most dads say
Some
that.
old man always dropping her off. She always thought, "Oh, daddy, I don't need school money. Oh, daddy, I don't need you. I don't need you to pay my rent. Oh, that you already know what's happening.
Let me find out you. Let me find out you dancing.
Nah, it ain't. Oh, she dancing all right. She dancing for Uncle Cletus.
She doing one on
Hi,
one. She
Queen.
doing one on
You
one.
dance. Mwah.
There you go, Lolina.
My mama always told me old men got worms.
I heard.
Mine too. My mama told me that.
It's a thing in the community that we say, hey, you can leave that old woman alone. She got worms.
Mm-hmm. Got worms.
Or they break scratch. Not the mama uncle though. Once no parts of that, baby, you about to be embarrassed. Yeah, she out here with her mama, with her daddy, uncle on their side.
I wouldn't be going to any family party. I wouldn't show up to any family party. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it with a straight face. I couldn't do it.
These sugar dumplings.
Hey man, that's what you gotta call your daughters, man. Sugar, you don't want these. You gotta call her to name these old sugar daddies. Be calling your daughter from now, so she won't be like, oh, that's so sweet. You gotta call her pudding pie, sugar dumpling. Come here, girl.
So when the old man said, she'd be like, "Oh, my daddy called me that."
You see where I'm going with it, Lolo? You see where I'm going?
Gotta call all the daddy names, huh?
You have to use your noggin. You just gotta use it.
Don't call me that.
You dance, pick up yourself. Gotta use the noggin, man. Yeah, man.
That's my little festival. That's my plant. That's my right planting right there.
Yeah, that's my pudding pop. Come here, Lou. You lose sugar. Hey, so as we talk about age, what age as a couple should we stop having little dumplings? Short man, you are dismissed from this. So we don't want your opinion. We ain't even talking to you.
When everybody is ready to be done. And if they feel like they want to revisit it later, then you got to start over.
Yeah, you should start over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But if she's asking for a little pudding pop, you shouldn't be the one there holding up progress.
I feel like as long as the tools is working and your pockets can handle it, there shouldn't be any, like it's still working for a reason.
Yeah, if you can mix some batter, you should go out there and batter up.
Yep. as long as the oven is working, if the oven is working, and the spoon is still turning, might as well.
Out there churning this butter, making this butter like old day churning butter, girl, churn them butters.
Churn them.
Hey, but for real though, I think
I
don't feel like there's an age unless it's gonna cost you your life or high risk or something.
Most men don't have. Some men don't have to worry about that. It's us women that have to worry, because at a certain when you reach a certain age, having a baby, it can be difficult. If it can be harm for you, and sometimes baby come out premature or things happen because even the doctor tells you the older you get is more difficult. To be pregnant. Some people I know have to stay in bed rest the whole time they're pregnant. It's a lot though. It's a lot when you get older. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you still have to keep in account too, like with your age, like it's almost guaranteed that kid's gonna be in your house for the next 20 years. So you have to keep that in mind too, you know what I mean? Depending on the age of the people. are you going to be
Yeah,
able to really be there and support your child in the long run? You know what I mean?
when you get old, you're gonna need them to support you. So
Yeah, exactly.
if they all gone and it's just you,
That's my point.
you
Like,
need them
you
to be
know,
there to be
some
like,
teenage years, you know, you
you know
trying to
you can't go
retire.
down the stairs by yourself.
You trying to
Oh,
retire and be on a fixed income, you know what I mean? And these kids is popping out
And
one at
working till you're
$500,000
100 or something.
PS5, you know, like, you know. So you
You're
do have to
gonna either
keep
get
that
rich
in
or die
perspective.
trying.
yeah.
Yeah, like I
But as
don't.
long as some parts is working, you know.
Yeah,
I
but
agree.
but it's can you? I don't. Like you take your. They be like, "Is that your grandma? Is that your grandma?"
Hey,
Like, no, that's
it's a
my
lot of
mama.
couples out there
That's
like that though, right?
It is
With the
though.
kid,
It is.
that's 6 years
But
old, they're like 60.
you know what's
Yeah.
good though? As I guess we don't really see it as much in us now because society has changed a little bit, and the stress of Black people is not as stressful as it once was. So you don't see that age on us sometimes. I know one of my homeboys is 60 years old, and you can't tell this fool 60 unless he let the short man happen. That boy,
I was gonna say,
when that boy black that beard, you can't tell. And then he dressed like us. When he come in, we be like,
Same thing.
I was gonna say a 40-year-old, a 40-plus-year-old mama probably actually sit at home with that baby, whereas we at 21 was like, go to your grandma's house. I'm about to come out. I got somewhere to be. I got some things to do. At 40, you're gonna be probably like one of
that's true. Because nowadays, grandmas, back in the days, your grandmas was like in their 60s, and now grandmas are young now.
Grandmas are young.
Yes, they don't want to be
got
in no
30-year-old grandmas.
Some grandmas barely be in the late 30s.
They got
Yeah.
30-year-old
Mid 30s grandma.
We trying to go to the same place.
Exactly. You know what I mean? We try.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, man. Me and my son ain't gonna be in the club together.
No.
Not doing that. I don't know. I seen a lot of my friends did it, but me and my son, not unless it's a birthday and I'm just showing up to support you, or you showing up to support me. But it ain't gonna be a nightly thing. Of we showing up to the club together. What's up?
It shouldn't be a nightly thing. But
nah, we're not.
so actually,
I was gonna say, but me and my mama always get. Oh, mama, I hope she ain't watching. I love you, mama, but she knows. My mama my mama's 65 and she still will go out and party. You know what I mean? And she would like to get invited.
She go party and enjoy herself.
No, so sometimes she do, but the way my mama would like it, like if my mama see me on live and I'm somewhere, my mama would be calling me next day, like, why you ain't call me and ask me to go?
Why you ain't call her? I'm just saying. I mean, mama, mama like to party.
So my mama, she always I'm the one who's always like, but you my mom, like I want you to be home and be safe. I want so. But I'm guilty of going out. I wouldn't go out with my sons, but I'm guilty of going out with my mama. My friends love going out with my mom.
I think I will go out. I will go out definitely with my children when they turn 21. For me,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
the first drink.
Oh yeah, that is okay.
But other than that, okay, we're done. We go separate ways. I'm not. No, if
you ain't gonna be in the club with them.
No.
You ain't gonna
not on a regular basis. Though. I mean, not once in a while. Yeah, not on a regular basis.
Else.
Yeah.
That means I have to go to what's the club?
Upscales.
Yeah, it's my time now. It's my time.
It's your time. That's how I feel. Like when my kid actually start going to the club, it's time for me to go.
It's my time to go sit at the bar. Me and my husband sit at the bar.
My homeboy said I should say we ain't gonna party together regularly. So
that's what I'm saying.
You're gonna take him out for his first 21 drink.
Mm-hmm.
I take him out to his first strip club because I'm raising him like that. You want to enjoy. I want to enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Get him right.
It's selfish of me enjoy a strip club. I wouldn't let him enjoy a strip club. It's selfish.
Well,
Lolita, give us some reading real quick.
Somebody get Sean. Yes, please get him. Everybody want a sugar daddy until Rufus pop two of them blue pills. No, that might be a good night.
For real.
I say that in my head. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad you said it out loud because I was there.
Go ahead, Lolita.
That's crazy. Your son-in-law older than you. So look at Short Man. Listen, he had the stone cold face.
Hey, he been quiet since that first vote.
Right. If
Yeah,
they
you guys are wrong.
oh well, I'm drinking water. Yeah, if the baby gonna be 20 when it's born.
He said, "Go study
Go
some
study a book." No, she in the right place.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right place.
I just
I'm
think
eager to
about
get
what
off
the
the
kid in
line.
school would say to my child. Kids are ruthless. Why is your grandma standing there hunched over like that?
For real, kids. Hey, kids.
Yes, yes,
Kids are the devils, bro. I'm telling
yes.
you.
They say whatever comes out their
Yo,
mouth.
ever sit down and talk? You ever sit down and just listen to your kids talk? Like
I
my son is
have.
at the age of my son is 13, going on 14. So he's at the age of getting mature, and you listen to the conversation they be having, and sometimes I gotta be like, wow.
I spy on my youngest one all the time. I be listening. I'm like, cause they be talking about their moms and what the moms like. They showed I guess somebody they were showing each other picture like their mom and pet. Like there's somebody's like, yo, your mama look old, and I said, oh
Wow. I was like, yo.
wait, I told him, do you have a good picture of me?
You know, sometimes you wonder if your kids be embarrassed. I know sometimes parents probably got to wonder that if your kids be embarrassed of you.
Yep.
Some parents want to embarrass their kids.
Like,
You wonder.
I seen this lady, right? She was just so I wouldn't even call that ghetto because she surpassed ghetto. Well, she was acting.
One of those.
You can see her kids in Walmart, and you can see them realizing that people realizing, and they just.
I mean, they'd be embarrassed in that case. Yeah,
some kids are
like they trying to stay away from her, and then when she realized that, she like, bring y'all up here.
Why y'all walking behind me? Come up over here. Come back.
The kid looking up at you with them sad eyes, like.
And I'm looking at them like, I can't. She black. I can't call the peoples on her.
And it's sad to see that though. That parents behave like that. It's sad to see though. The kids do feel it though.
Like sometimes it's hard. Like you can understand when you're with your children, something happen, you can't help yourself. But some people don't think. Like most of us, people that think rationally, some people think before they act. Like, okay, I have my kids. If I act this way, I'm not able because somebody can grab my kid or something, So, but some people don't care. They be like, stop crying. They crying because they're scared because you acting the fool.
You done threatened to kill them about 15 times already because they picked up a candy bar. You gonna kill the baby.
All they wanted was a piece of chocolate.
Yeah,
they be like, you ain't nothing just like your daddy.
Yeah, that's just bad parenting. Like, out in public, tell them that they're just like their daddy, or
the baby should be just like their daddies. That's their daddies.
Well,
he fooled you, didn't he?
You should have picked a better daddy. That's what you should be telling the baby. Or it'd be funny if the baby tell them that. It was just like your daddy. Well, if you picked the better one, it would have been just like him.
I be telling my baby that too, because they both, her and her daddy, they leave the cat, like if they go get something out the cabinet, they leave the door open. So I go slam the door. You just like your daddy. Twins, y'all get on my nerves.
It happens.
But that ain't.
But embarrassing the kids out in public ain't cool though.
Yeah, no.
Nah, that ain't never a good look. I'm a firm believer in like even when I'm about to go get at my son. Sometimes I gotta check with him to make sure because he got that game piece up, so I gotta flip it up. It mutes it when you flip it up. So I flip it up and like, boy, what wrong with you, man?
Yeah. Same.
Right, go ahead.
That's the face that they do make them.
Hey, give me these real quick, Lola.
Shoot, the grandmas be more with than the kids nowadays. Facts. Grandma got a late start.
She's trying to make up time.
Your son is 40 and you're 60.
He
a papa too.
Yeah, but it ain't that far off.
No.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. We're talking 50s and 30s.
Yeah,
it depends on what type of 60 though.
Yeah,
because you got some of these type of 60s right here. and then you got some young boy 60s. Yeah, you know, it depends. Like
Yeah, because some people you can't. There's grandmas that are 60. They don't look 60. They be in the gym looking all nice and sexy.
That's what I'm saying. When them grandmas are taking care of themselves.
Is he
Different-
asking
different look.
with an older woman?
older woman and older man. I'm taking it as both.
Yeah.
That's not.
I'm
far.
putting. I guess he is saying the older women, but I'm putting it as both in the.
Yeah,
No, that's what I
age-
mean with that. That's what I was confused with. Was he saying, is
Oh,
it
yeah.
okay
Like
then
the son is 40
if they're
and
40?
the parent is 60.
I would look. Honestly, I would be a little more lenient with a 40-year-old son because they have experienced
no,
life. But
I mean, 40,
my
that's a
18-year-old
grown-
daughter,
that's-
18-year-old son, they haven't. You know what I mean? So that's why
40,
I would
at
be a
40,
little
you've lived
more.
some life though, right?
40, you have lived a little.
You lived some life at 40 though.
So short, man. Your daughter come home with a 65-year-old man at 40. Got an issue?
You know, at that point in time, 40, she got to. I mean, you can make whatever decision you want at that time.
Yeah, 40.
I mean,
yeah.
At that time, you don't experience life. You should.
Yeah.
You know.
So, I mean, because at that point, you decide you made a conscious decision because you have enough experience in life now, and you said this is what I want to do. So, you know, I definitely.
What if your 40-year-old daughter come home with a 20-year-old?
Oh, hell,
You might know what's going on there.
No,
With a 20-year-old boyfriend. How you gonna feel about that?
He getting the boot.
Hey, look,
You ain't gonna give her her props.
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I gotta vet him first.
I'm gonna drag him by his neck.
Look, if he doing them little pills and doing them little stuff, ain't too many packs getting blown. He don't got enough energy. But if he one of them little workaholics and he always in the gym, you already know he 10 your daughter.
The smithereens.
They say blowing it back to smithereens.
So at 40, she can understand with an older person, but she can't take it. She can't get a younger man.
Not no 20-year-old, not around me.
You be at the
I
dinner
drag my
table
by his
just-
neck. Let's
yeah,
go.
dinner table just looking at him with the fork like this.
Hey, I had a knife like this. I had a knife in my hand like this.
That sounds like you're a little hater there.
Hey, call it whatever you want. I'm gonna be whatever at that point.
Sound like you hating there a little bit, short
Hey,
man.
I'm gonna do the chicken breast. The chicken breast like this.
I already started saving for this. What I'm doing with my daughter is I'm bringing all the close homies. When she go on her first date, I'm flying them in. They don't even got to worry about making their way up here. I'm flying them in, and I'm taking them in the garage, and they gonna all be in there, just like on that movie. We gonna be there looking at them.
Oh, just like in the 50 Cent, when 50 Cent, they all went open the door, and he was like.
And then you gotta have a weird one in there, like what Will Smith say. You ever hit something before? You want to get hit?
Do you want to?
Gotta ask the qualifying
Yeah,
question.
you know, you gotta know. All right, Lolita, let's get some more reading real quick.
I absolutely love y'all.
We love you too.
Oh, we love you too. Thank you. You make this possible.
I'm glad y'all topic this. This is a good one.
Find some more friends.
I hate that.
Send some more people in here with us. Tell them to jump on board and enjoy this conversation with us.
Embarrassing kids got them sitting on the floor to try on sneakers in Walmart. Oh, because they don't got no seats, y'all.
You and Dre going to hell.
Yes. Just
it's Walmart. Listen, it's Walmart. You can walk over 3 aisles and pick a chair up and come back. Come on, man.
What is that?
You get a chair, a table, a closet, a changing closet.
It's Walmart. Everything is in there. Get him a snack while he waits.
No, you can put a rug underneath them so they're not sitting on it.
Okay, grab a pillow. I used to do it. It's like when sometime either Kiana will fall asleep and I'll grab a pillow and put it in the
shopping cart.
And put the blanket, and then when I'm done, I just put it back.
Hey, you know what I stopped doing at Walmart? It's lucky. Stop eating their stuff while I'm in Walmart.
Oh yeah,
grapes.
Can't wait for Corona to go away.
Grapes,
man. I used to eat chips, Snicker bar, all type of stuff before I leave. I'm full.
I be eating the grapes.
Sometimes I got to put back some of the stuff. I'm like, I ain't gonna eat again for the rest of the day, so I don't need this.
Yep, be eating the number one thing is their grapes.
Let me see in a half open soda. Like, where this come from?
A bag of grape and start eating the grapes all over the.
I go open the pack of cups, start pouring orange juice in the corner.
Wow, like you having a whole meal.
Like a picnic, huh?
Sean be walking around in a house coat talking about, I'm about to buy this.
Yeah,
he got the house coat and the slippers.
I always like how this will feel on my skin. I'll try another one.
You behaving like Karen and Ken. That's what they do.
Lola.
Oh, that was me. Love you too, new dance. Bend it like Beckham. Y'all have me dying. I love it. Look, if I got your 25-year-old son, he putting in the work.
Hey, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. You gotta protect your kids. You gotta protect your kids at all costs. That's the problem right there.
I ain't gonna lie. Some of them people be on Facebook posting they son like happy 30th birthday. I be like 30th. 30th. Hey. I be like, happy birthday, boo.
Get out of his inbox.
Hey, you know the funny thing is, you're right. The Walmarts do be ghetto, but I can't go in Kroger's or do that. They're gonna lock me up. Cops
that police officer at the door
already. In Walmart, they ain't got no cops. So
that cop at the door at the Harris Teeter will get you.
Yeah, Harris Teeter don't play them type of games.
Don't play that.
Taste they grapes.
No.
The cop walk by like, them grapes taste good. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna buy them.
I'm buying a pound and a half.
Yeah,
right.
But yeah, man. You know, I think it's one of them things, man. With age, you know, I think it's who you love, man. You find somebody that can match your vibe. I don't really think it matters what age they're at.
I think it's a vibe though, for real. It's definitely a vibe.
I meet your daddy. Mind your business.
I mean, if you hear me start answering to Lola as yes, ma'am, don't be questioning me why I'm saying that. Just know that.
Ma'am.
Yeah. I tried it. It didn't work, so I'm gonna try something else, and it might be your daddy.
Gotta do what it gotta do.
I see a lot of it online. Is that the new thing now?
Yeah.
With somebody's daddy?
For real. I be seeing.
No, I'm like literally at the age where I can take the daddy or the son. I'm literally there. You know what I mean? I'm at 40. You know what I mean? So there are some 30 something year olds. You know what I mean? And there are also some 60-year-olds. Like, especially at the gym. Them old men at the gym be so fit. Girl, I'm trying to work out. You in here looking all good and stuff.
Yo.
I can get your zaddy or your.
It's funny that you said that. I remember when I started my weight journey. It seems like so long ago. But, I remember when I was in the gym, and this dude came in there with a Walkman and almost killed me. I was on the treadmill, and I just bust out laughing. Well, you running on the treadmill, you stop, but it didn't stop.
Walkman?
This fool had a little Walkman, and it took me about a week and a half for me to ask him, like, I had this little MP3 player. I was like, hey man, you want me to put some music in the MP3 player for me? Boy, Playboy got upset with me, like, what?
What's a P3 player?
Yeah.
P3.
I don't know none of that.
I will say.
No, you can't tell the old people nothing.
I used to go. I'm still buying CDs. Okay, that's yes.
What you doing with them?
That's what I'm saying.
Put it in the CD player.
Put it in the car. My car still got CD player.
I got both. I got the CD player, and then I got the Bluetooth and stuff. But I still like to go buy CDs.
I can't say I'm buying. I can't say I'm buying CDs.
Dre be looking
I still got some blank CDs. And I can burn music right now still.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, I still got plenty of CDs.
What you gonna play them in?
My CD player in the car.
I got to change it in the car at least. I think I got to change it still in the car.
I do got CD player in the car.
I got to change it in the car.
That's the only place I listen to it at. Because all my CD players is gone, but
all I do is use a thumb drive. I duplicate my thumb drive, and I put them. Well, you know, I really got no car, so I'm up here lying. But I put my thumb drive in my friend's cars.
Oh goodness!
So we got good music. But when I'm riding with them, we got good music. At least I'm bringing something to the table. I bring good music.
I got all the old school CDs. I never wanted to get rid of them. Like all the Mary, I got every single Mary J. Blige CD down to the first one. I still got
blank DVDs in here.
I still got
I do it too. I ain't even going front. I do too.
I got blank DVDs. I got blank CDs. 50 pack.
That's why I love when the DJ still give you a promo CD.
Yeah.
Please give us the CDs. Bring back the CDs, okay? I'm tired of going to SoundCloud all the time. Sometimes I want to pop the CD in my car.
We're giving out promo USB drives now. We ain't giving out CDs no more.
I love CDs. I still buy a couple of them because I like to listen to certain songs.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, man. Remember that they took my bus pass because they claimed that they claimed I was faking it. That I had no money on it. I was just getting on the bus and acting like I was swiping it. They know they suspended me from the bus. You know. They hate it. They ain't trying. They hate us, Carrie. You know how they go. You know how they trying to hold me down.
Oh wow.
They don't want me to live.
Okay.
They hate us, man. They hate us. Yeah. So we talked about the black Supreme Court, black lady, and the only black person in the Supreme Court. And don't tell me there's a black man in the Supreme Court.
No, not there.
No. Him and his pale wife was out there talking all type of crap about black people and all type of stuff. I mean, how you go home to that?
How do you look at yourself in the mirror? Like, what do you say to yourself?
What'd you say when your wife pillaging and talking all type of craziness about black people? What'd you say to her when you go home?
You know what I think it is? It's that movie. You know that movie when that lady, she weighed like 300 pounds or something, and she thought she was slim, or the opposite direction.
Yeah.
I think he see himself as
man,
not
that dude
not like
so black. He's so black. He can't ain't no way in
hell. You so black.
That boy I think he see himself as something else.
You know.
That was a funny movie.
I mean, he's so black, his lips pink.
You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate. He's so black, he got his glasses and black frame glasses on, and you can't even tell.
And up there fronting like that. Up there fronting like that. Up there. Sad. Him and pale, well, can't call it pale face, but call her all white.
All white.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that was a hilarious movie.
Hey,
now I want to watch
this.
I thought he was talking about Get Out.
Oh yeah, Get Out is one. Get Out is.
That's what I thought he was talking about at first. I'm like, Get Out.
Yeah, right. It is Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal. Yeah, that's the one. Shallow Hal. That's who it is. Yeah.
Hey, so who is the power dynamic in the elder relationship with the either man or women when it's young and older relationship? Who's the power dynamic?
It depends who's stroking out, man.
Like who? Like when I say that, I mean like the power dynamic. Who?
Like a stroke.
Stroke.
No.
No, I think he means like normally the man. You say the man is the lead of the relationship.
Depends on who pushes it harder.
But yeah, I would think here's what I think. I think that usually when a dude is with older women, she is pretty much the same thing. She kind of got something to offer him.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's what I mean when I'm talking about the power dynamic thing.
I mean, generally speaking, it's the person that has more resources to offer. So the power dynamic generally shift in that way. The younger person, they have to have a lot of swag, a lot of like like a good level of emotion, where when they present themselves, it come across like what I'm saying, like strong, and deep.
Strong and deep pipe.
Yeah, strong and deep.
Easy fix. And I'll 10 at CVS or get that gel that the doctor uses. Wet like the Caribbean Sea.
I'll 10, you say.
Okay, you guys, y'all, hey, you guys are wild tonight. You guys are lit tonight. Y'all lit every night, but y'all extra tonight.
Extra wild tonight.
Extra tonight for real.
Back to what y'all was saying though. Who's the power dynamic?
I think it's the older person because they typically have the more experience, resources, you know, everything.
It's what makes you say, ooh.
What? Oh. Wait, Sharp. Wait. Y'all gonna just skip over that like we ain't hear what Sharp said. Sharp said, ooh, like the one that said, ooh.
Or make another one say, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. It sound like
I don't know where that came
Young
from.
and Magman.
I don't know where that came from.
Quick intermission. Please hit like, share on your social media platforms, share with your friends. Keep the conversation going.
The tea ain't even hot no more.
I gotta get rid of some. I gotta get rid of some of these stuff that I have loaded in here. So let's do this.
Man.
One gotta go. Who we getting rid of here?
That's easy.
I'll go. No, T, you go first. We'll go down. T, Short Man, Cherie, Lola, than me. T, go first. Okay. Who you getting rid of?
I would have to say, don't be a menace. That's
South Central while drinking your juice in the
yes. While that is funny, it is also kind of corny funny. House Party was epic. The Last Dragon.
Classic.
Who's your master?
Show enough.
And then Friday, come on now. There's not another movie even like close to Friday. You know what I mean? So I would have to say that Don't Be a Menace would have to go.
How you gonna get fired on your day off?
Oh, Jizzle, what you got for us?
Let me borrow your car.
Don't Be a Menace. Gotta go.
Greg, can I borrow your microwave? You borrow sugar, syrup. You're gonna borrow a microwave.
Everybody looking for Miss
Buy your car.
Who you got? Where you gonna let me, Miss Parker?
I'm going with I never seen The Last Dragon.
Never seen
what? Oh my gosh, Cherie. I don't know. You gotta find that tonight.
Hey, we blaming Dre for this one. Dre.
Oh my goodness, Dre. How?
Get in the comments right now, Dre.
Them CDs.
Get in the comments right now, Dre.
How?
I'm gonna watch it.
Watch it tonight on Netflix.
But I know it's good because I'm not doing the Don't Be a Menace because it wasn't all that.
Central,
yeah, it was funny, but it was funny.
It
but
was kind of corny.
Yeah, like.
Like that corny.
You can get The Last Dragon on Amazon for $2.99. You can get it on YouTube for $3.99. You can get it on our Vudu for $2.99.
Or you can get it in a stick for $3.99.
It's not free anywhere right now.
Yeah, on the stick it is.
On the stick it is.
I don't want to talk about that, but anyway, yes.
$3.99. Lola, who you got?
I'm gonna have to say Don't Be a Menace by default because I can't say nothing else.
True that. Definitely, this one was way too easy.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it earlier, but the conversation got so good and riveting. And did y'all realize that Razor was making sense?
Yes, he was.
So yes, he was. I was listening to him. Yes,
I think it's the snow.
Hey, he been on the road. He been on the road for about 3 weeks. He been calling the weather right, answering all.
Yes.
And he ain't brought up training not once.
He's waiting for the year to turn around.
Yeah, it's the new year. It's the new year.
Yes, this weekend I'm gonna watch it.
Dre, your wife said she did not watch The Last Dragon.
The Last Dragon.
He gets on me all the time.
We putting that on you.
Dre. I gotta blame this on you.
You let her miss Vanity in it too. You let her miss Vanity.
Hold on, when she had the taxi cab. Oh gosh, I gotta watch this movie now. Y'all just made me.
Lola, it's your time again.
Not stroking out.
I didn't mean to say that.
Just a warning, then I'm in the waves on my end. I know that's
I
right.
know that's right. Wavy gang.
My father was 22 years older than my mother. She left him for another man that was 16. I didn't understand why. As I got older, I understand age was the factor. Age is a factor when the age is 20 plus. Maybe my father probably couldn't please his wife anymore.
That's possible. That's true.
Right.
Hey, real
You
talk.
won't
It is
Real
possible.
talk. Hey, you know what happened?
Exactly.
That's true.
Nah, but it's true. I realized that as men get older, our libido or whatever you want to
Goes
call
down
it,
and women's go up.
yeah,
Ours
it
go
goes
up.
down. We, as we get older, we're more willing to cuddle than beating backs.
Y'all tired.
Yeah.
Y'all got wore out.
Y'all be saying that. Why can't we just cuddle sometimes?
We beat out too many backs in the early years.
Sorry, not mines.
Yeah.
Used up all your good years.
Just blowing them out early.
When you get to that wave, when men start getting older, it starts slowing down. The women usually start speeding up. You do have guys that are in the sense that continue until because what happened from what I'm reading, it doesn't, it just go boom. So
0 to 60.
and I realize that what they say when you hit 30, when a man hit 30, he loses a lot of his testosterone levels start getting shaky. If you ain't eating right and working out properly and putting back proper stuff in your body, like you know what I found out? I found this out from my doctor. That's why you can't read everything you read off the internet. And not to skip over, we're gonna get back to stuff, but this is kind of important because we all here talk about working out and do a little workout here and there.
Yeah.
So I found out while I was doing my weight loss journey, I read all this stuff on the internet and I start taking stuff out of my diet. And I realized that was one of the biggest mistakes I made while I was doing that. I stopped drinking milk. I stopped eating cheese. I took out a lot of stuff out of my diet because people are telling you that these stuff are not good for you. So I'm talking to my doctor and he's saying my iron level is low, my vitamin D is low, and he's saying, dude, why is your stuff low? You're healthy, you're working out and doing all this stuff. He's like, what are you eating? And he's like, my doctor, he said, listen, man, for everything you see on the internet debunking what doctors tell you, there's something debunking that nonsense too. He's like, I'm not telling you to go there and drink all the milk in the world and eat all the cheese in the world. But he's like, you need vitamin D, you need iron and stuff like that in your body. Stop listening to these people and tell you that you should take this out. Yep, you need to as you work out, you drain your body of these things, and you need to. Your body's like a vehicle. You need to put fuel back in your body, and if you're not putting the right amount of fuel, or your body's gonna start operating like a car. It's gonna stop doing things that you need to do properly.
Need that balance, man.
Yep. You're gonna start feeling pains in your back or your vitamin D low, pains in your knee, pains in all your joints because your vitamin D is low.
Yep.
So you got, then you're gonna start having sexual problems. Vitamin D is low. You're gonna start having all type of things come with your
kind of stuff.
Vitamin D is it. Susceptible to cancer. You're more susceptible to cold, flus, everything. When it comes, your vitamin D plays a big part in your body. And I think that was you, T, last week when we were talking. Well, not last week, Tuesday. Was talking about the teeps in some older women.
The women, the vitamin D levels, your bones and all of that. You know, women, because when we have kids, you know what I mean? Like we don't realize that the kids take a lot of ours out and we don't put it back into our body, you know what I mean? So if you have a lot of kids, you know, and then the sun, like people don't like to go outside, they don't understand that as the number one source of vitamin D. You know,
for me, I work inside.
Black men too.
I need to go out more. I work inside, so I got to go. I don't go out enough because I work inside.
Black men too. One of the biggest triggers for black men with I hate to say it, with the shroom has to do with high blood pressure. A lot of y'all have high blood pressure walking around. Your heart is pumping that blood in a totally different direction because your pressure's off, and it takes away from there, and that happens too. So
Yeah. And
Yeah.
make sure you stay on top of your blood pressures.
my doctor is from Trinidad, he's down to earth, and because you know I'm from Jamaica, my doctor, and that fool cussed me out, say all type of stuff that he ain't supposed to say. He lucky I don't report him.
It's a good doctor. You want your doctor to be like that.
I was on the phone with that fool
be
not
honest
too
with
long ago, and he said, "N-word, you stupid." I was like, "What?" Like, and then, hey, he ain't even fix it up. He said, "N-word, is you stupid?"
Like, what, you not listening?
But that's called knowing your patient, though, right?
Yeah.
Knowing your audience. You know what I mean?
I told him, I said, "Hey, man," I was explaining to him about thought I was having a heart attack, but was scared to go to the doctor. So he was like, "Is you stupid?"
How you gonna feel like you having a heart attack? You don't want to go to the
I ain't
doctor.
gonna be scared to go to the doctor. Like,
my heart. I don't want to go to the doctor though. I don't want
You
to
don't
go
want
to the doctor.
you don't want them to tell you really having a heart attack.
Yeah, you're gonna die. I'd rather
you want to go there so they can fix it.
Yeah, you know. So you know, my doctor is cool. I really I advise people and that all the time. I know what I find funny is that a lot of people, when they hear that you have a primary care, they automatically jump to, "What is wrong with you?" I'm healthy.
That you got some kind of ailment.
Look, I need a vitamin D, and they
doing
gave
what
it
you
to me.
should be doing.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised at how many people think patient first is.
Like that's the doctor that they
Yeah.
go to.
Mm-hmm. That's it. The emergency room. Some people never even see the inside of a doctor's office. Their answer is, I go to the ER with something wrong with me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Lola, what's your friend saying here? The house party gotta go?
Yeah. How?
House
Yeah,
party.
how?
You mean which one's
What?
staying?
I think she meant that's the only one staying. I think
Yeah, she must be mean the only one
think
staying.
so.
Yeah.
She picked. That's the one she wants to keep.
That's the one she
must
wants to
be,
keep. Yeah.
must be. She must, yeah.
Yeah.
On Friday,
Cause you look so good.
was
You
not in the
look
house party because
so
I
good.
used to go
Ain't
all
my
the
type of hype, baby.
Are they making a new one? Something I see. Are they making a new one?
You
they don't.
look
I hope
so
they don't.
They hope they gotta
Remaking
stop that.
everything. I hope they don't.
Look,
They
man,
gotta stop that.
once I'm gonna be honest. Once Immature came on House Party, man, it just went downhill.
Yeah, them fools. Hey, they gave them their own little house party show too. That
Yeah, they did. They had one after that. It was horrible. It was like, what? No. Gosh,
Early.
no.
Oh, don't be a menace. Gotta go.
Yes.
Gotta go.
Hey, Miss Parker. Sheree.
Yes.
This weekend you have to watch
The Last Dragon. Come tell us about it next week.
Then we're gonna talk about it on Tuesday.
I might have to watch it this week.
I'm gonna have to rewatch
it. I might watch it when we get off of it.
You gonna be snowed in, so why not?
I think last time I saw some of y'all wasn't born.
Oh man.
Gosh.
Catching bullets with your teeth, Ninja, please.
Please. Show.
Blame her. We're blaming you too, Dre.
Yes.
That was your one job, Dre.
For real.
One job.
Some men
what?
Strap on then.
Oh, because if their stuff don't function, I
thought you were gonna say the blue pills or something.
Yeah, I mean, what you need to strap on when you got the blue pills?
Yeah.
Well, it the strap on hurt they thing.
You saying he non-functional at all?
I think it would hurt that.
Non-functional.
He must be got a vagina.
Yeah.
A woman peaks at 40.
Peak at 40. What y'all think, ladies?
No, yeah.
I don't know.
I said I could get the zaddy or the son.
The zaddy or the son. The zaddy or the son.
Y'all don't stop tonight.
The zaddy or the son.
If you don't stop tonight.
All of us, my brothers.
Oh man, how old your son? How old your son? Short man.
I have one that's 30, about to be 31.
Man,
hey.
I click on this one.
You mean I should keep eating eggplant that but too much nightshade veggies are not good. Not an angel.
Oh, guys, man.
That trust you with my hubby because my hubby is gonna be 49, and you know.
That's I gotta keep, man. You gotta keep, you gotta know what's going on with your body, man. I feel like
Listen.
I feel like over the years I've done my body so much injustice by the crap that I've eaten. So I was trying to reverse a lot of that by eating a lot of rabbit food. And my doctor was like, "Boy, if you don't sit your old ass down somewhere and start eating right, he's
You
like,
need balance. That's all.
yeah, he's like
balance.
food. Just don't overeat your food and exercise. He's like, you don't. He's like, what you doing? That's over exercising. But if you all right with that, keep doing that. But he's like, stuff that a lot of us do that's called exercise is we just burning our bodies out. To be honest with you, sometimes it's the thrill of it. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I woke up day before yesterday. I've never felt so tired in years. I don't know what was wrong with me, but I was just out of it. And usually, I'm a person that will go to the gym anyway. But, you know, I be doing my stuff at home now. So I was gonna do a workout, and then I remember one of my friends had an issue with him overworking himself and got a stroke. I was like, I said, you know what? I'm gonna shut it down for the week. I don't know what's going on.
Listen,
Yeah,
you listening to your body.
Yeah.
You
I
have
know
to.
exactly
You
how
have to
feel, 'cause-
definitely listen to your body.
Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I had to take a break for a while because I was kind of insane for a minute. For a lot of minutes.
Yeah. Like I have scoliosis, so my back, a lot of the stuff I do, like I need to do it to keep my back strong, but at the same time, a lot of this stuff can mess up my back.
What did we do to draw these crazy hackers up here? What did we do, guys, to draw these crazy hackers up here? We haven't said anything controversial.
We got great combo.
I'm gonna write a prescription for you, T. I'm gonna prescribe you a 19-year-old.
No,
Let me fix that scoliosis.
Knock that curve straight.
Yeah, I don't want them that young. They gotta be 30 and up. You know.
Hey, let them rearrange.
I just entered the cougar phase. You know what I mean? I just entered the cougar phase. Okay, so they gotta be 30 and up.
OG, let them rearrange that scoliosis. Call it scoliosis.
If it's leaning to the right, it's send it to the left.
Leaning to the.
Hey,
but you need one with a hook.
Yes.
Hey, real quick before we get out of here, should we give them some more minutes? It's going on 2 hours, but let's see where we get there. Shenzia song. Y'all heard that bag of trash? Yeah. I mean that song.
Well, Sean sent it to me. I listened to it exactly one time. I didn't even try to understand it. I listened to it one time. Not even a replay.
Boo, tomato.
Rotten ones.
Mm-hmm. Tomato.
They chose a bad song. They could have did better with the writing. They just did injustice. And of course, Megan is Megan. So
Megan is Megan. But my thing
she didn't do anything different.
It's not even about what she said. It's not really about what she said. It's
the content is great. It's garbage. The content is garbage.
I mean,
the beat sucks.
Everything.
Let's start there. I couldn't get past the beat to listen to the music.
I think that was the theme of the song was sucking, but it just didn't work well.
Not at all. Not at all. I ain't gonna lie.
Up there begging to get blown and stuff.
I saw the name of it, and of course, all the Caribbean men on my timeline was going crazy. So my first thought was, they haters. I was like, they haters. Let me go listen to this song. I bet you it rock. And then I heard that trash.
It's a no for me.
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
She can do better. She can do a whole lot better than that.
You got a lot of them on text threads that's been passed around in the community for them texting women, telling them they want to lick you from your head to your toe. But I seen a lot of them up there talking about, no, we don't do that. And I'm like, boy,
the lies they
Stop girls there because they're gonna screenshot us and share it.
Yep.
I really did. I was like, oh, they just hating.
They lucky I don't want to invade some of my friends' privacy because I'll pop this screenshot up on social media and be like, ooh, look what I saw.
Yeah, but
stop putting your business online.
You're supposed to go put it under the comment.
Yep. Gavin, where are you with family? Thing good.
Putting your business online.
So
I get why she did it, but
but it wasn't no good one. So listen,
Yeah,
I understand trying to break into the mainstream, but this was that's what's not good look for. This isn't it. This is not it.
They could have had a better
beat,
maybe.
Arguably, Megan Thee Stallion is arguably one of the top 7 hottest rappers in America right now. And if you're gonna get a song with a top rapper to try and cross over, that's the song you pick to try and cross over with.
No. It won't be.
Not the verse. Not the verse.
And it's not even what you were saying. It was just you didn't present it to the world properly.
Yes.
So look at Aishana.
Right.
Aishana did the song. Man hated it, but it was hot
for women. It was hot. Yeah.
So you couldn't deny it. This song is trash.
And it was like they tried to. It was like they tried to.
I don't know if they tried
blend the beat with like it was like a techno slide. I don't even understand. Like I couldn't get past the beat.
I remember
when they started putting out the clips of the video, it was like WAP. I was like,
it reminded me of WAP.
I didn't even see. Yeah,
hey, it was WAP from Wish.
Yes. Yes.
Stop it. Now I gotta go look at this video.
Yeah, it definitely.
That's all it was.
I got something else to watch tonight.
Yeah.
But the thing is a lot of people are saying people hate him because she's talking about whatever. No, nobody's hating because
that's absolutely fine.
Nobody care about the content.
That's what I originally thought. I really thought that until I listened.
I mean, if she want to get blown, she want to get blown. That's her business. Nobody care about that. The song is just not great.
It sounded like you took like lyrics from people's songs and put them together.
Took a song from a
That's exactly.
So I heard. That's what I'm saying. How you gonna mix soca like that? It's not even a good mix.
But then the melody wasn't there.
No, absolutely
nothing was there.
When you're trying to give a song to cross over, you have to have melody. Especially when you're gonna go dancehall version, you got to give Americans melody to sing along with. But even anybody, it don't even matter if it's Americans or not.
And
what I tell you, Sean, something to sing along. I don't want to hear. That's like me just coming on here and say, "Suck, my."
But Sean, what I tell you?
Well, they do have songs like that.
Nobody gonna tell them that it's not a great song. People gonna go watch it and blow it up.
What I was just saying,
right?
No, but not from.
All right. For example. That.
I like that one. Yeah, I love that one.
Even WAP was a song that you listen to. So
So the thing is,
I think if she would have had, honestly, I didn't listen to all of the lyrics.
And then also,
but I got cut off. I got cut off, like I said, because of the actual beat. Like the beat is what really pulls people into your music. Like
this is
a lot of times people would like the beat sucked, and then it was like I think she thought just the controversy of her being
what she was saying,
Caribbean, and to say that was gonna be like.
Nobody's shocked about that. Nobody.
Nobody's shocked about that.
Nobody.
We would be shocked about that we would be shocked about that in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, I would say. But right now,
she's beautiful. I think she's beautiful. I think she looked good.
Yeah.
As an artist, me, Short Man, and Razor have this argument all the time. I think we even have a couple podcasts where we talk. We even had one where I went so in on her we couldn't even put it out. As an artist, I'm giving her 2 thumbs down, and I'm a lover of my culture, and I root for anybody that's. When she was on Kanye West album, even though the song was trash, I was still rooting for her because it's us. I can't root for this. This is trash. You can't. Yeah. This is not what you present. You can't present us to the world like this.
But here's the thing, guys.
That's not how you present us.
So even with that, though. Nobody's telling them that it's not good because people up here giving them in 6 days, they have like over 4 million views. So people, it's garbage.
But I think because it's the controversy.
But that's not really impressive though, Short Man.
It's
impressive. That
not really. Yeah,
most of that come from people just trying to see what the hype was about.
What the hype was.
If she gets to 12,000 views in the next few days, then that was saying that the song has an impact. If she's getting a lot of stream on it. On Spotify, then
Because
People actually
look
downloading it and
It's
not
like
just
something
viewing
else.
it.
look at Spice. Look at Spice when she's in the
Spice
song with Sean and
Sean
Sean
Paul
Paul
and
and
Shaggy. Yep.
the only if people play that song in American club, all they gonna hear is go down there, but go down there. That's all they love. That
Melody.
part. There's no
Melody is what sells
part in
music.
that song that we can be in a club and be doing any. It's gonna be something, but it's not like the impact that she wanted. It's not,
Like,
and then you're picking.
I don't get how you say, shouldn't the song say put your head in it, not your back? Because you asked.
Yes.
Why did
Yes. I was so upset when I heard that. Like, why did she even have that in there?
Like, where
I did not understand that.
She looking for a blowjob and she talking about back. She looking to get blown, but she talking about back.
I was like, is this to let people know that you're Caribbean? Like, but that did not.
Yeah, I mean, she messed that. She poo-pooed all.
She messed it up.
She said she won face, but she had to talk about back.
Yeah. I think we can. I wonder if we can talk about this Sunday. Let's see if we can get. I be saying that all the time, then I never do it. But I'm gonna try to get people together, and we're gonna try to give you guys an hour this Sunday. If we snow in, maybe Saturday. I doubt we're gonna snow in, but we'll see what happens. So Petey Pete and took Kanye's away from him. Hey. Pete got Kanye with a knockoff Kim running around. You can't tell me this white girl ain't doing this for clout. She up there. She even made up a name for them already. What's her name? Something Ye. And I'm like, we name y'all. You don't name yourself. Like, what's going on here?
To me, she's doing it for publicity.
Did you hear his rap?
Well, when he said he gonna do the Pete, he ain't gonna do nothing to Pete. He ain't scared of that clown.
I'm talking about his rap that he did about him.
Stop.
The game played it.
Oh yeah. I heard that. He got a song. He got a song with him in Game. And he rapping about Pete, this and Pete.
Mm-hmm.
I hear clown, man.
And he did her makeup in Paris.
Here's the thing. Now, Kanye is a letdown. I want y'all to. I know, OG. I need y'all to. And I know, ladies, y'all heard this before. Now, there's a saying: say once you go black, you don't go back. She went Kanye, and then went and go find her dope fiend white boy. What's going on?
I don't know how that works.
Didn't she start with black?
Look, exactly. She went. Once you go black, you never go back, and she went back. Hey, you imagine how horrible Kanye.
Wow. Especially him. Like it ain't even just like I could see if it was like a Brad Pitt or something white boy. You know what I mean? She went after.
And then she left him for he a billionaire, and she left him for a dude that's barely worth $3. If you look up his net worth, he barely worth $3 million.
I don't know.
Yo,
it don't make no sense to me. Maybe she did it to.
I think she did it to hurt him too. You know what I mean? Part of it
to piss him off or something, but not even
because him and the guy used to be friends.
You saying she been?
Yeah, him and the guy was friends.
Yeah,
that's cold though. Yeah, definitely.
And then you got to remember too, the Kardashian sisters like to compete.
Ain't no friends
each other. So you see.
Yeah, you go. No friends in Hollywood, right?
See who Courtney got.
Brad Pitt, girl, Tom Cruise. One of them
Tom
Cruise for a while and took his girl.
How does that work anyway? Like, how does that work?
Ain't no
when
friends
I see you
in
next week at
Hollywood,
the party.
Ain't no friends in Hollywood. That's what it comes down to.
It's like they agree to share or something. I don't know. Like, we don't know about it. They agree to share. I keep it for 2 years. You take it for the next 3 or something. And if you really like her, marry her. It's like, what are you guys doing anyway?
Because, think about it's hard enough for a man to lose his woman, but to lose your woman to another man, that gotta make you go crazy. And then this fool on interviews talking about his wife, like talk about she a hoe now. Now
that's what he's saying.
Basically.
Come on.
Basically, in so many words.
Bro.
I got the DVD from Ray J with a next 6 tape on it and blah blah bliggy blah blah.
Is he saying that stuff now?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You're making yourself look stupid, son.
Yes,
You're
like
making
you
yourself look
sound
stupid.
You just
stupid.
need to go
Come
ahead
on.
and listen to Summer
He is
Walker
hurt.
album.
Yeah,
Right.
that doesn't make any sense, man. Come on.
He is hurt.
Okay, guys. So a rational person would normally not behave like that. Anybody with a little bit of dignity. You was married to that lady, had your kids. Come on, that don't make any sense. He needs to go get help. We keep saying that. Go get
I
help.
ain't saying nothing.
Go get help.
I always say the breakups bring out the worst in people.
This one is horrible though.
Yeah. Well, you know,
It really does, because people be like, I would never. You would think they would never, and let someone break that itty bitty heart.
With the media, but
Mm-hmm.
at least I ain't gonna lie to y'all. One thing that I don't like Kardashians. I don't like Kim.
Yeah, me neither.
But one thing I could tell y'all that when we was throwing Kanye under the bus and when he was doing the most ridiculous stuff, she was by this clown side.
Oh yeah, she was.
She was a rider.
She was probably convincing him to do that stuff.
That's just for me.
And all of a sudden,
me right there to just keep my mouth closed.
You
know, I might be sending her some text like, "You with that little cocaine boy, blah blah blah," you know. But in the media, I ain't saying nothing in the media. I'm gonna leave that alone.
I mean, she's still by. You can't be dissing her like that. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Got 4 kids for that.
I mean, you got kids with her, so eventually your kids are gonna see this. You know what I mean? And
you call your kids mama a hoe that you was married
to,
bro.
Northwest, East West, Southwest, West.
You got North Pole, South Pole.
All the North South.
Come on, son. You gotta
he lost on that one, man.
He got little Saint. He got little Saint.
I mean, I ain't had a lot for him before, but he lost. I had a lot for him before, but he lost everything now.
Learn to pick your battles, and this ain't one you're gonna win, play.
Exactly.
I mean, you'd have done better loving your kids and moving on, bro.
Yeah, this ain't one you're gonna win. So
you've done better loving your kids and moving on.
Learning that you know what I find really amazing is that can be out in holding hands with PDP, rolling around with PDP. PDP driving Kim cars.
Yeah,
PDP
well, because right now she mad at all that crap he said. She going all in now.
PDP cocking his feet up in the private jet, flying back from California all the way back over to New York. You know, I'm like, PDP, the man right now.
That's insane.
She said Equator coming next, probably Equator West.
That's what she said.
That's a funny one.
The Equator.
Kanye. You know what?
I'm telling you, it's just.
I don't want to say that he don't have mental issues, right? I don't want to say it. But
he does.
I think people use that as an excuse and as clutch to get away with bad behavior. And I'm sick of people using that as an excuse for them. You know, it's
but the thing is,
but it's true.
If he's not taking his medicine, though, definitely you can't, you know.
He's singing his song, that same song that she was talking about. He's singing that same song that he says no.
I think they need to realize it's real.
You know,
like it's real.
I mean,
and money ain't gonna say he's really mentally ill, and money is not gonna fix that. You know what I mean? He said he wasn't gonna take the medicine.
He said that he wasn't gonna take it because
I mean, like I feel like because people know that he's Kanye and he's got all this money. He got all this money, like it's just gonna go away, or he can fight through it. Like, no, mental illness is real.
He got real mental issues.
In the interviews, he said nothing wrong with him. He said, "Y'all calling me crazy? Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not crazy. I don't need
that's exactly why you're
crazy.
That's
the first thing a crazy person says.
Exactly why.
I ain't a psychiatrist, so I can't. I think he a douchebag. But I can't just look at him and say that he need help. I think it's a clutch.
No, we're not looking at it saying anything. I mean, it was already said officially that he had issues.
It was already said. Like he really has mental issues. Like
I mean, he might do have issues, but here's the thing. As a person that have mental issues themselves, there's levels to this thing, and you can't use that for a clutch and an excuse for everything.
That's not an excuse at all.
It's not an excuse. This is what you see in front of your eyes.
That's him being off his meds.
It's conveniently there for you to use. People make mistakes. People have certain behaviors that they do. Certain people are just like what they are. There's no excuse. It's not an excuse for them for their behavior
because something is wrong with them. That's who they are. Some people are like that. So
Yeah,
yes,
Well, he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. He was diagnosed with bipolar
if you
disorder.
have a mental issue, that's who you are. You are that now.
Diagnosed for something doesn't mean that they have it in the worst way. That just because if I'm diagnosed as a schizophrenia patient, it doesn't mean that I'm crazy. It doesn't mean
but he had it. I guess he had it enough to where it was severe.
We don't know that. We can't assume that for him.
We're not assuming. We're
just like you saying that you heard that this has come out. The man come out himself and say ain't nothing wrong with him. We hear him say that out his mouth on Breakfast Club.
And you gonna listen to
ain't nothing wrong with me.
You're a so-called crazy person.
Everybody calling me crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. So
his wife said it before.
Crazy people don't know that. I mean, you could just look at it and see this what Kanye was before and how he is now. You know what I mean? It's not. He did it right in front of our eyes, but because he's
that's not
Kanye, we think it is what it is. Like it doesn't mean that it's right, but it means that this is why. This is mental illness right in front of your face. This is what not taking your meds looks like, people. This is what goes on. You know what I mean? Like that's just the reality. The same way we think normal people are supposed to act a certain way. This is how crazy people act when
he just said last year that taking the medicine all the time is just too much. He just said it himself last year. He said it himself.
You know, he say a lot of things. They say a lot of things. One thing I know about celebrities, they got people that tell them stuff to plea on people's conscience and plea on people excusing their behaviors. They'll come up with any little thing. You know, if I want to go do something right now, the first thing I'm gonna say, I did it because of my mental health situation. It's not because of my mental health situation. It's because I wanted to go do that. So
but that's a norm. That's a normal way. But when you have a mental illness, you're not thinking in that manner. You know what I mean? And depending on what type of mental,
what Kanye West mental issues is, because we don't know. Him saying that ain't nothing wrong with him, and then him saying something wrong with him one week. People in the news saying that something wrong with him, and people jumping around in circles saying this, or that. The reason we know that most people don't know what they're talking about Kanye West is because that's your privacy. You can't go to a doctor and get this information from the doctor. The doctor ain't going. You can't call the doctor and they tell you Kanye West is an extreme schizophrenia patient. That's why he's doing these things. These are people assuming these things.
Like he's going through this situation. That's just like him saying, "Oh, I'm not hurt." He's clearly hurt.
I'm not basing it on any diagnosis. You know what I mean? I'm basing it on like I have a lot of personal. I have a lot of personal, work related, family related involvement with people who have serious mental illness. You know what I mean? Some who are medicated, some who are not. I know some who I could see them literally go through their breakdowns and their bipolar right in front of my face, and they don't even realize it. You know what I mean? So I understand that. I had a patient tell me in my face, I'm not crazy, everything's right with me, and then in the same breath talking about he gonna kill himself and his girlfriend. Like it's they don't realize it. So you can't say, oh, because he said this, or I didn't look at what a doctor said. I could see this man from where he was literally getting worse and worse right in front of our eyes, and it's even harder when you in the public view because everybody's looking at you. You know what I mean? So you're trying to act like you're normal.
I'm not a
you're
doctor.
Trying to act like it.
I'm not prescribing Kanye West as no crazy thing, and I'm not giving him a pass for his behavior because of what he's doing. People do stuff all the time, and it don't necessarily mean that because they're.
I'm gonna go with Kim this time. She was his wife. She admitted publicly that.
Of course, Kim gonna say that. Kim also said that her daddy ain't took the bag out with the knives and guns and knives and stuff that OJ supposedly killed white people with when they got him on camera walking out.
Right. Listen, don't bring OJ into this, okay?
Y'all leave OJ out.
OJ was innocent.
Yeah.
OJ was innocent. We got nothing to do with it.
Y'all stop winking too about OJ innocent.
It's okay to love somebody, but
who winking about OJ innocent?
I'm not saying that he ain't crazy one way or another, but I'm not excusing his behavior just on.
No, we don't excuse his behavior.
I do want to say that I'm not giving him a pass. I'm not excusing his behavior. I just
Because
understand.
him wanting Trump to be his daddy ain't cool either.
You know.
I would just say I understand.
Ooh, tomato.
You know.
He wasn't mentally issued when he wasn't mentally ill when he was telling you that that George Bush don't like black people. But all of a sudden now that
he was. Listen, when he got up on the stage, when he got up on the stage and was like Taylor, like this, I could already tell that dude won't rap. He was already like, you know what I mean? And then when his mama passed, it was like I literally that took him out. Every time it took him out, like literally that took him out, and then he fell into the hands of the Kardashians. That was the worst
mental help in a person. I can't. That's the difference with me and y'all. I don't see that as that. So
I mean, I can't classify his diagnosis or anything like that, but I can just tell. I can tell when someone's off and when someone, you know, like some people have temporary, you know, they just have temporary mental, you know, issues like that. That is possible, you know.
Bush loved Michelle though.
He still does.
I know, right?
Well, he's in love with her.
He's in love with some
He's
Michelle.
in love.
They even share gum and meat.
I know that Bush and Michelle related.
I didn't know that.
Obama and Bush related. Distant, but they related. Obama and Cheney related. Obama and Cheney is related closer than him and Bush.
Well, he got that other side of the family, the all white side of the family, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a surprise. The all white
Bush
side.
love him.
Obama related to I think he related to George Clooney also. If I'm remembering right. Well,
yes, he
does. You know, if you check your ancestries, you probably realize that you're related to a lot of people. But
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Fools. I don't want to know some of these fools. No.
Oh, man, we know why you don't want to know. You put some brown people up here and you get upset. Them fools need a 10.
Yo, I do not want to know. Man. I'm good. Yeah. We rolling or what?
I don't like Kanye. I really don't. But I don't. You know, as somebody that take mental health serious, and I'm somebody that's into mental health a lot. And I
don't like his behavior overall. So
I think people use that as
my cup of tea.
Away with all type of
stuff.
Ain't
my cup of tea. I understand what you're saying because a lot of people do use it as a clutch
to get away with everything.
I don't. You know something?
He's not doing that if he's claiming that he's not crazy.
Well, I was going to say, normally it's not the people who have the mental illness that use it. What I mean is like
when it's convenient.
People who have the mental illness, they don't normally be like, "Oh, I did this because of my mental illness." It's normally us other people who say that.
And sometimes we're wrong
because they think they're right. You know what I mean?
It got nothing to do with my mental illness. It's because I wanted to do that.
Look, now sometimes I admit sometimes he seems lucid when he's saying stuff. You know that makes sense.
That's normal.
Or when he wants to use that as an excuse. So there's times when he's absolutely out there.
I think we all make more of an excuse for him that he's mental than Kanye makes for himself. Yeah. I don't think he sees it. I think he sees that he's right. Like Kanye feels like everything he's doing is right on track. We know it's not.
I just think he's a big old jerk.
Yeah, that's true. Agree.
I think he's a big old jerk. That's it.
He might be related to his crush.
So we're not leaving it in 2021. We're bringing it.
We are not leaving it. It will never go away.
Beyond.
You know never go away. I'm going low key just for that. I'm a low key.
It will walk.
Hey, you went low key for about an hour after Miss Shaw woman came up here and give you a proposal.
For real.
I'm going low key. She better chill.
After that vote, man, Shortman wanted to hit us in a private chat like, y'all better shut up. Shut up.
I'm gonna hack everybody's computer on here.
He's like, kill the live. Kill the live.
I'm gonna hack everybody's computer on here. I'm gonna hack the live. I'm gonna take it offline.
Like, hey, do y'all see me? Do y'all see me?
What I think Pete's winning. See the girl that Kanye dating. I don't.
I think she doing this for clout. I'm
But
sorry.
What else?
Did y'all see what she said? She said something to the people who are saying that she's doing it for clout. She said, "No, I've been dating billionaires all my life."
Yeah, but you
So,
ain't.
so she doing it. So she doing it for the money then. She doing it for the money.
Here's the thing, though.
Clout and money.
Here's the thing. They got billionaires that are not famous.
Right.
So she wants the spotlight. And who can give her the spotlight more than the dude that's gonna do a whole bunch of erratic stuff? He gonna get away with it because people gonna say he crazy. That's why he doing it. And then she right there on his side, so she getting all the publicity in the world.
Yeah.
How did they come?
Her name's gonna be that was chick Kanye was with.
They come together.
She
said he saw her in a club and walk up to her, start talking to her.
Okay.
And
out of everybody else in the club, huh?
And I read a statement that she said she didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Okay.
She lied about
we believe you. We believe you.
And did y'all see that her and Pete Davidson, they were on like the cover of some magazine?
Yeah, they were kissing. They did a shoot. They did a shoot together before. Pete was all up on them skin.
Yeah.
You know what? I think Kanye like girls Pete like.
Gotta go.
Yeah, she looked like she date billionaires. Right.
Hey. Yeah.
Right.
What is she? She's a model?
She's a movie star, so-called.
What movie
she came in? I don't know.
She a D movie star?
Maybe a F.
Because she ain't A or B.
Yeah, maybe, maybe an F or maybe even
What's
a
her
Z.
name? Julia?
Julia Fox or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I have never heard of her.
Yeah, I never heard of her till
and I watch a lot of B movies. Never heard of her.
Me too.
I watch a lot of B movies. Never heard of her.
Me neither. I've never heard. Even when I was looking, I'm like, you know how you can look at somebody, you can tell what movie it click. Oh, I seen her in this movie. Nope. Like Sean said, she not A. She low. She like the F G, like down there, like lower, like down towards the Y's and the.
I've never heard of any of these movies. I'm looking her up now. I've never heard of any of these movies she's been in.
I knew you were disgusted. I saw the faces you making over there. You like this ain't no.
Yeah, uncut. I'm looking like what? Uncut Gem, Puppet, PVT Chat, Acting for a Cause.
Yeah.
No Sudden Move.
Hey,
I ain't heard of none of them.
I'm about to get a whole bunch of A-list movies now.
You about to get them now?
I doubt it. Ain't nobody
man, she about to bring some. Kanye done brought all that buzz to her. Yeah, man, that's what they do, man. That's what happens.
She played, in my opinion.
She said, "Ching ching ching."
Oh wow, she's a baby too.
All right, Lola. Let's find some reading for you to do here, Lola. We already hit Equator already, right?
Mm-hmm. They cool with me except Rob. He is super cornball. He is spoiled like Trump. That's his daddy. People who deny it or say they aren't. That's true. Bro, crazy. Think he normal till somebody tells him different. Mental illness has different levels, and crazy is the incorrect term. That's true.
Yeah, that's so true.
If Kanye was mentally unstable, trust Kim would have done him like Britney and be in control of all his billions.
They're not gonna do that.
That ninja is cuckoo. I think he may have one, but being in the public eye and admitting that probably isn't easy. Agree. Sean, I think you just hate him.
That's facts.
He might be related to his crush, Anderson.
You gotta say it the right way. You gotta say it the right way.
You get the best of it every time.
Go back and say it the right way.
Anderson Cooper.
Wait, Lola, and action.
He might be related to his crush, Anderson Cooper.
Smart man, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Do it again.
You gotta do it again.
He might be related to his crush, Anderson Cooper.
Sure, man, what is wrong with you?
I care with you guys, man. 2022.
People with mental illness don't normally see when they're having a mental breakdown. It's usually the people on the outside who notice it first. Yep.
True that.
Sorry, bro.
Definitely, that's a fact.
True.
They said the same about me in the beginning.
In what beginning?
More like Z for me. Never heard of her.
Never heard of her either.
I
For
ain't
real.
never heard of her.
Kanye, you know, hey,
That's what her
Hey,
movies
Tina-
at.
Maybe that's what it is.
T
Okay.
done raised her stock a while ago
Oh.
by Googling her.
They playing on Pornhub.
Yeah, you
I
done
know,
raised her
right?
stock.
I done raised. I'm helping her out too. I had to find out because I'm like,
I've never
who?
heard of her.
What?
Never.
And y'all was like, I watch a
that.
lot of
Yeah.
movies, so I'm like, well, let me go look. Maybe she on one of these. Nah, I ain't-
Maybe we stop at D list. We don't watch Z list. That's why.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she wild, man.
Yeah.
I know we're looking for clout.
Yep.
It was a good discussion tonight, guys. I
Yeah.
think,
Definitely.
you know, I learned something tonight.
What?
You gonna tell us?
No, man, suspense.
No, I'm trying to block it out of my head that no matter what happened, the daughter gonna smash an old man.
Don't say that.
Not if I can help it.
I mean,
Not
what
if I
what we gonna do?
Well, I hope
Not
you
if I can
ain't
help
helping it, short
Look,
man.
Not if I find out first.
Go in the room when you're getting ready to stab and grab it. No.
No, if I find out first.
I was with Sheree. Can we?
Ah.
Yes. No, it's time. It's time.
I'm just gonna leave it alone and mind my business.
Just don't come. Don't bring it to. Don't come to the holiday dinner. Don't show up.
I don't want it to happen, but
Don't
what
come
am
to
I
the
gonna
holiday
do?
dinners.
Short man, her man is 60 years old. She gonna invite you to their house
For real.
for the holiday dinner.
How dare you go to that grown man house and make noise and he gonna kick you out?
You're gonna be like, what you need me to bring? We don't need you to bring anything. That is taking care of it all for you.
Yeah.
And he's sending a ride.
That is taking care of it all for you, Daddy.
I wouldn't even show up. I wouldn't even show up.
Flying you and mama in.
I'll sit at home and be bitter. I wouldn't even show up. I'll be at home sitting. I
Just
wouldn't even show
bitter.
up.
Just
Bitter.
mad and bitter.
Oh
Now,
God.
I'm admitted to. I'll be at home bitter, not even showing up. Nope.
I know, man. Just got to get it behind us or in front of us.
I'm gonna stay home with my toys, play on my computer, my screens. No, I ain't going.
I'm
nowhere.
about to say
Everybody
your
else
toys. You've been watching them. You got you some devices now?
Lola,
leave those for Lola.
While you was in
Leave those for Lola.
while you was in quarantine.
We'll leave those for Lola.
Guys, thanks for supporting us. Really enjoyed y'all tonight.
Yes, thank
It was
you.
a great show.
Much
We had a
love.
lot of vibes.
Awesome
My boy Razor was up here preaching tonight.
Yes. Good job. I was
Doing his
listening.
thing.
Good job.
Someone must be training Razor.
Oh,
Doing
it must be. Hopefully his weather report is off because I ain't want no snow.
this.
So let's play some music before we roll out. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys. This is your boy, Sean Peoples,
We slow jamming the news.
slow and jamming out of here. So if you got a daughter that's 18 and she's sexy, be for sure some 90-year-old man out there with money gonna be blowing her back in and out. I just want to say thanks to everyone that listened to the show tonight.
I got a couple.
You know what? I'm rocking out on this one. I don't want to. I'm rock star.
Good night. Good night, y'all. Good night.
Good night.
Yes,
Good night,
please.
y'all. Good night.
Good night.
I know.
Dude,
No.
get out of here. Love you guys.
Good night.
You guys are the best ever.
Oh God. Good night.
Anyting podcast, man.
Shut them
Really
down.
enjoyed
Shut them
you guys
down.
tonight. Say peace out to our
Yo.
peoples. Love y'all in the comment section. Thanks for the vibe.
Thank you for
know how it
supporting
goes.
us.
Love the support. Dude,
Yo.
tonight we're gonna get up, dude. We're out of here.
Good night.